And it's 7:30 p.m. on Pacific Standard Time. We're running a little bit late. This is, what are we doing now? Drawn and Quartered. This is Drawn and Quartered on Blacklist Universe. And I'm going to go ahead and let Edwin Boyette take the reins. I'm running so late, I'm just eating right now. So go on, Edwin.
All right. Well, first things first, this is the Disney Princess Edition. So before I announce our competitors, let me take a look at the straw poll. Going to refresh it right now. And gentlemen, I have the pleasure to inform you that this evening you will be drawing Ariel.
Oh, Jasmine lost?
Jasmine lost. You will be drawing Ariel.
Everyone in chat, you ruined it.
All right. So I'm going to introduce our competitors to you. Some of them will be familiar to you. Some of them may be new faces. First, we have the winner of last week's fan edition of Drawn and Quartered. We have Ryan Cardinal. And
hey,
then on social media, though, how do people find you?
Everybody could find me at the Ryan Cardinal, so just THE and then Ryan Cardinal.
Okay, looks like you've got an upcoming project here called Caius, A Story of Blood and Stone.
Yeah, this is a project I've been chipping away at for a long time and decided to pull the trigger and actually get drawing on it. So,
is this a romance novel?
No, not at all. Maybe down the road, but not right now.
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay, we will keep our eyes open for this. All right, and going right down the list, you should be familiar with him from Earthbound. Returning to the show, we have Narwhal. How you doing tonight?
Hi, everyone. I'm doing great. Glad to be here.
Fantastic. Is Narwhal still, or is Earthbound still in the store? Is it still in demand?
It's in demand, and its final week is going to be January 2nd to 9th. So I'm calling that Earthbound week, and I'm going to plan some good announcements and live streams and art reveals for that week.
Okay, and I strongly encourage everybody, all you got to do is, you don't even have to remember where to go on Indiegogo. Just go on Indicron, click on there, you can find it. Go take a look at Earthbound. He has a very fluid, beautiful style, okay? A man who should need no introduction. We have Kyung Lee. How you doing tonight, Kyung?
Hey, everyone. Doing good. How about you? How about you, Edwin?
Good. Are we going to see a leggy Ariel? How are you going to?
I'm gonna get the upper thighs in there at least.
I was just thinking, how is that going to work? But I'm sure you will surprise us. Okay. Is Battle Maiden Knuckle Bomb, is that still in store mode?
Yeah, it's currently in demand. It'll be in demand until April 2019.
Okay. All right. So if you haven't had the pleasure of seeing that, please go on Indicron, look for Battle Maiden Knuckle Bomb. You can see it right here on the screen. It's a fun book. All right. Why, Malin? Why do you have something that says she's 18? Trust me. Oh, because we're drawing a Disney princess.
Malin Militia. Yeah. Hashtag Malin Militia. Hashtag vote twice. Vote often. The higher the super chats go, guys, the better this is going to be tonight. Wink, wink.
How'd you do on super chats last week, John?
Pretty good, yeah. I mean, I didn't add it up, but yeah, I did pretty good.
Yeah, seemed like people were rather generous. All right, moving down the line, we have Manny from Good Dog Press. Here in a couple months, he's going to be announcing, I think, the Unbreathable Skunk Girl. How you doing tonight, brother?
Hello, Edwin. Thank you for having me here. Hi, Mike.
Hey, buddy.
Yo, Manny.
So we got a little bit of an aloha triangle here between me, Mike, and Manny. All right, and then moving right down the line, we have Eric Hudson. You may know him from the Roddy Piper comic book, Kilted Adventure. How you doing tonight, Eric?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, are you fired up and ready to draw some fishy goodness?
I think so. I think we're gonna have a good time tonight.
All right.
Draw some sexy fish.
All right, and then we have our ever gracious host.
Hello.
Mr. Mike Miller, if you're here, you should know his name.
I thought I was the host.
Hey, I just posted the straw poll again. I know we already picked Ariel, but a lot of people have just come in. Like double the people have just come in.
Everyone vote for what John Malin wants.
Everybody, you have about 1 minute to
Sounds good.
change this if you want to
Hey,
change
Nasir.
it. But we gotta
we're
get
changing
going.
the vote?
We can't wait all day. So you got 1 minute starting now. And,
And it looks like Ariel is pulling even further ahead.
Keep voting Ariel. I already have my idea. So.
All right. And Mike still has an active campaign. And Mike, your screen is frozen. Why is your screen frozen?
Guys, vote Jasmine.
Fantastic. Captain Geach's computer has locked up.
yeah, I don't know.
Oh, there we go.
This
There
is
we
an
go.
old
Oh man, it's close.
craptastic computer. So
All right. And joining me as a co-host, we have Mr. Nasir Rabadi.
Yo,
who will
How
be
is-
kicked if necessary.
He's a writer and a man with few words.
How is Brutus coming?
Usually when we
Fantastic.
see Nasir, we put quotes around writer.
Mike's just jealous.
Brutus is still in store mode, right?
No, it ended.
Oh, you ended it completely.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So how long till we see Brutus field, and how long till we see you launch your next project?
I think there's still like 20-ish pages to go in Brutus, and then it'll go to print probably next month sometime. So we're right on schedule. I'm hoping we could get it out early, but no guarantees. Next project for me is going to be in March. Well, actually, no. February. I'm releasing a short stories collection in February, but that's not an Indiegogo.
All right, Mike, you ready to check the final vote?
Jeez, Nasir's still 1 day left. Tomorrow's the last day, so I'll probably be running a marathon. That'll be fun. But themegcomic.com, I didn't pimp it when I was introduced. But there it is, themegcomic.com. Everybody who hasn't already, please go check it out. It closes tomorrow. Whee!
All right, Mike, I'm going to finalize the vote. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to hit refresh, and let's see where it lands. Wow.
Oh, wow.
And a come from behind victory. Jasmine.
Yeah.
Just
Oh.
blew out
Melee
Ariel.
Oh,
militia.
wow. I've been sitting here practicing Ariel.
That
You
is
know-
kind of funny. Mike walks into another room, and then all of a sudden it leaps ahead to.
Jasmine is a terrorist, Justin Ward says.
I think Miller just had all 15 of his children voting for.
Now, Ariel would have been good. I don't know what you guys are doing.
I had a great idea too. Oh,
Let's see.
All right.
I guess I'll just drop Jasmine in a fish tank.
That works.
Sleeping with the fishes.
Check out this cool Alterna Comics
Nice.
coffee mug I got
Very
from
nice.
Mr. Peter Semeni.
Nice. I just got me a beanie.
Nice. It's he's a stand-up dude. That'd be fun to see if we could get him over that thing.
Oh, yeah. We could kick Nasir and get Peter in.
And just in case of emergencies, I brought along a bottle of apple cider vinegar. It's like holy water, but different.
Is that to protect against the wolf?
Creator of Conflict for $5 says, you were smart not to invite me, Mike. Malin is easier to beat. His Miller looked like Jim Lee. His Jasmine will look like Pocahontas. Back Conflict. We got a spot in here? Somebody send James a link if he wants to come in. Of course, if he's in the chat, he sends more super chats. Maybe we should keep him on.
He says Malin is easier to beat. This is why I'm not backing him.
James, you may have priced yourself at a competition. You're too valuable to not have in the audience.
Too valuable as a super chatter.
All right, let's fire it up.
All
Yeah,
right, let
I
me,
gotta set my camera.
all right, well, tell you what, since we're running late, I'm going to go ahead and start the timer. And on your march.
Marks, my camera's not set up yet. Jeez.
And draw!
Camera.
Let's see. It is the finest in Boomer Entertainment.
Hey, I'm not booming. I'm getting it.
You're always booming, huh?
Sonic boom.
Boom.
I'll send James a link just in case.
All right.
Right, and Mike, you better not catch me picking my nose again, because that'd be embarrassing. Oh, wait, my camera's on?
That's hilarious. Oh, here's a character I just created called Maldal.
I don't like it.
That's fine.
Very good.
I'm going to draw with a regular pencil today so you can see it easier.
Let's see. Sierra Whiskey says, I'm at work, folks, so I'll be listening in. Good to have you listening in, Sierra Whiskey. Never Cold says, eat it, Nasir. Eat the booger.
Eat the booger.
All right, I'll eat it. I'll eat it live.
Oh, no, don't. You're wrong. Stop. Don't.
Okay, you ready?
Ah. I'm
not gonna do it.
Kick you. If you eat let's see, for $2.
Stretch goal for stretch goal for Nasir.
Right.
I'd rather see Nasir eat a booger than Edwin drink that apple cider vinegar.
But I don't even need an incentive because I'm not a wuss, right? See, and let me show you.
Apple cider vinegar is the water of Roe.
It's a water vinegar.
The waste water, Edwin. Don't do it. Ugh.
It's extremely good for you.
It's gonna be pungent.
Yes, I believe it.
It's extremely good for you.
Burns the nostrils.
It's just
Roe tricked everyone into drinking his wastewater. Drink the milk, guys.
Mr. Sizzleart says, okay, I'm done with Nasir. Kick him.
a wise
From
man.
the stream or
Wise
physically
man.
kick him? Or physically kick him from the stream. I was hoping we were going to get Rusty Cage. I wanted to hear the Chop 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 song.
Oh man, dude, those videos make me cringe. Yeah, I was. I didn't bug him about it, but I did send him the link. So if he wants to pop in late, we still have a seat.
Did he get on IndieCron?
I don't know.
Let's see. If he didn't, he should.
Is Pixel Trader in the chat?
Let's see. Let me post some stuff. Let me post the link to the Meg into the chat. How are we doing? Oh, the Meg. The Meg is poised to pass up Brutus the Badass.
Excellent. As it well should.
It takes 3 books from Mike to beat 1 from me.
Oh snap!
How long has Brutus been up?
It was up, I think, a month as a regular campaign and 3 or 4 weeks as an in-demand store.
Okay, well we're kind of coming up on 3 weeks or 4 weeks tomorrow.
Okay, and it still took 3 of your books to beat me, Mike.
I don't want to be the guy to bring up Lone Star.
We're not
versus
talking about Lone Star right now, John Manlin.
Malin Militia.
We got a couple of super chats. We have one here from Michael Beacon. He says, have a nice, friendly coppa. Oh, wait. This is drawn and quartered. Go for the jugular. And he says, buy 7 Legions on Comic Central. Hey, Michael, DM me your link on Comic Central. He's got like a good-sized comic book, good-looking comic book for only $2. So send me that, and I will share that in our chat. Mark C. says, Mike, your singing got me wondering, is it possible to do the Lone Ranger for Drawn and Quartered? Well, that'd be cool.
Well, we couldn't just say the Lone Ranger. We'd have to do like Western and then
Chuck Norris.
Well, I wonder if you could have like a classic characters. Like you could have the Phantom, you could have Lone Ranger
and Zorro, because the audience has to pick, and not just one member of the
Zorro.
audience.
You could
throw me a lot of money.
Tarzan in there. Who else could you put in that mix?
Oh yeah, Conan, Tarzan.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Conan.
So classic literature, but not horror. Yeah. What's his face from Moby Dick? Queequeg.
Queequeg.
Pip from Great Expectations.
Oh, you all right there?
Yeah, don't mute yourself or anything.
No, why would I do that? You know what people hate is when I whistle into the microphone? That's terrible.
What if we just muted everybody except John Malin?
It would be a fantastic world.
Malin Militia.
John has a hard time talking and competing at the same time.
Nasir, is your job going good?
Yeah, it's going.
No.
Does that little triangular hat fit on your head okay?
Better than it fits on yours.
How much? I got to ask a question though. How much weight have you gained since you started working here? Because every day at lunch, I see you like just shoveling garbage down your neck during lunch.
At least 2 pounds, probably.
Per breast.
John Dillard Gaming the System for $2 says, "Get in there, James Dean. I'll super chat for you."
Yeah, I'm here.
All right.
Bring in the excitement.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if there's one thing that we did on that last one, it was super exciting.
And
I don't think you heard it. Were you on that one? That was a great one.
And conflict is 100% funded right now. I mean, we don't want to stop there, but it is. You have
about 100. About 110, I think. 102%, something like that. I don't know. I'm happy it's over. Now I can just make money and enjoy the process and listen to the fans and pay attention to adding them into the story. Man, you guys are really going at it. That is pretty great. Nice.
Focus on your own work, man. Focus on your own work.
I mean, I would, but it's so much more fun.
Wait,
like I got to learn how to draw Jasmine.
Yeah, Dr. Dread, Man of Mystery, asked what is being drawn tonight. The topic was Disney princesses, and Jasmine won the day.
Has anybody else seen the new Wreck-It Ralph movie?
Is it out?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Darn, I got to take my kids to that.
There's an entire scene with the Disney princesses. It's probably the best scene in the movie. It's hysterical.
I saw that on the preview or trailer or whatever.
Let's see, Comic Book Bob asked me a personal question. He said, what was your max deadlift? The most ever pulled in a competition was 425.
Oh, damn.
From 2 boards, though, so kind of like a very low rack pull, I pulled 525 without straps or a belt.
Dang.
Rookie.
yeah, here in January, I'm gonna go hard at training again. I'm feeling the itch to compete again. I want to set the junior old man record for the state.
Don't do it, Edwin. I just watched a thing on people like tearing up their bodies. They do it too long.
Oh my gosh, dude, we're not 50.
Well, there is that 70-year-old bodybuilder, and man, that guy is jacked.
Well, I have got Celtic or Scottish bank genetics, and I've got long orangutan arms.
You don't even have to bend over to grab it.
But do you have like Malin genetics though?
Yeah.
Oh my God. There is a point, and let me phrase this carefully. There is the point where you will rub all the skin off the penis. You have to let it.
Okay, what?
There's no profanity on this channel.
I was trying to phrase that as I could. You have to. Even Malin, I'm sure, has a refractory period. You have to.
That's a medical.
Give him some recovery time.
I don't know where we went, but we need to run away.
Yeah. It's done. It's done. It just needed to be said.
I wanted to hear the rest of the story.
All right, and I said it as cleanly as I could. All right, let me check in on our contestants, and I will start with our host. And the potato actually has a little bit of a focus tonight, so you can see a rather pleasant mock out so far. So off to a good start.
Well, I'm drawing with a regular graphite pencil for the benefit of the crowd.
Off to a good start, Mr. Miller. All right, let's check in with Eric. Okay. Looks like you're still building up your primitives.
Yep.
But it is taking shape. Moving right down the line. And take a look at Manny from Good Dog Press. Hey, shaping up nicely.
Yeah, I'm not going to draw any dolphins tonight. Learned my mistake last time. It's going to draw just Jasmine, no dolphins.
There's a dolphin.
Let's see. James Dean came in a little bit late, so probably going to be a little bit before he has something to show us. All right. Megan, starting to notice a bit of a pattern for you. It looks like you always like to start with the face. Is this?
For the most part, it looks like he always likes to win.
And look, guys, we get a $40 super chat or the equivalent of $40 from this point on. This top goes 1 inch lower.
Cleavage for sale or rent. Right. I think that's called fan service. All right, let's see.
For sale. Young love for sale.
Let's see how Mr. Kenley. Whoa! That almost looks like a nude at the moment.
At the moment, yeah.
Oh, I got it.
Is she on the flying carpet there?
Possibly.
About a flying carpet cameo.
All right.
Yeah,
Let's make sure in the final piece that we can't see the magic carpet. Right? This is a PG show. All right, Narwhal coming right along with your. Narwhal has very fluid lines. So if you go look at Earthbound, you'll see the same thing. It always conveys a lot of motion. Have you always drawn like this, or is this something that you've developed?
Yeah, but it's gotten more so the more digital you go, because I use a lot of Control Z instead of erasing. So I just do one big long line, and I'll undo it 5 or 10 times till I like it.
All right, Narwhal drawing like Japanese calligraphy master. All right, and let us check in on Ryan Cardinal. Wow, very impressive.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
No.
She's sucking her own toe there. It's a yoga pose.
High and tight. High and tight.
Oh.
Going for that Kundalini action.
All right, let's make sure though that the final version is appropriate for a family-friendly audience. All right, I'm going to let the cameras rotate through as you gentlemen work on your rough outs and check in on the audience.
Love the pigeon still spoiled, love is only slightly soiled. The sail. You will buy.
Let's see, Kyung Lee, you've got a fan in the audience. This is Andrew J. He says, Kyung Lee's Jasmine is a whole new world.
Nice.
Ray Thulu says, cute toes win bonus points. Sorry, Malin.
All you feet guys. But in this one, I am actually drawing feet, guys. So get those fetish points up. Vote Malin.
That was the first time for everyone.
We'll see if they make it to the end.
I'm just going to draw Liefeld feet.
No, we call them Malin feet around here.
All right, I see somebody saying something about Rule 34. I feel like that might be associated with the chans. So let's keep it clean, audience. Let's keep it clean.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
Do I not want to know what that means?
Everyone's way hipper than we are.
I am not him. Dennis Prude says, Edwin, did I hear that right? Nasir will eat boogers, but not butter?
Yes.
What about buttered boogers?
Okay, that's better than just butter.
Oh, Nasir.
Even Wiggles is a little more disturbing.
Yeah. Even my dog kind of gave a funny look at that, and I'm pretty sure she licks her own butt.
Hey, I'd do that too if I could reach it.
I don't know if the dog would let you though.
Nasir's wanting the buttered butt boogers.
Buttered butt boogers.
Mainland militia, you guys.
That's right. Just remember, he's on Malin's team.
John,
Mike, no one wants to be on your team.
We had Nasir progressing. What has happened to Nasir under your tutelage here?
Look, I already said I'd rather him eat his own boogers than drink that apple cider vinegar. I'm telling you guys, that is not what you think it is. It's Rose bodily waste, bottled.
I'm pretty sure that's wrong.
Oh,
It's not. Look, my lab guys tested it. They found it out.
Your lab guys. Well, everyone.
Mike, are you just drawing your wife again?
Yeah, maybe.
Are you drawing Mrs. Miller again?
I don't know what you're talking about.
We're on to you, Mike.
Let's see, Joe Moroni says, let's see, a room full of grown men watching drawings of Disney princesses in a family-friendly format. Yeah, it was a bad idea.
What could go wrong?
Yes. Yes. It was the worst idea. We'll make a run of it. All right, so Nasir, what is your next comic book project after Brutus the Badass?
It's gonna be Trixie Kane Blood Reaper with Sean and Joey.
You're still going with Trixie Kane. I can't talk you out of that.
Probably not unless you come up with a better name.
The Kane part is great. The first name seems like it should be like an Italian name or a French name.
She is Italian. I say it in the script.
She a hooker?
No.
It's a great hooker name.
It's only
that's what I told Nasir. Trixie is either the name for a diner waitress or it's a streetwalker in like a low budget film.
So much for family friendly, Mike.
I don't know. It's a unique name. I never really see it used that much, so I went with it.
Because it's a hooker name.
Nasir doesn't watch a lot of 80s porn.
Mike!
He didn't say 80s movies. He said 80s. Oh, my.
Mike, that is just misogyny right there. I didn't expect anything less from you.
Misogyny, something else. Who knows?
Yeah, but people over 35 associate. Yeah, when they hear that name Trixie, they either think a prostitute or a waitress in a diner.
I don't know. It's fine with me.
You should make her last name Dynamite.
And he describes the girl as very, very beautiful and very, very elegant in his script.
Nasir, if you and Nerd Wonder had a daughter, would you name it Trixie?
No.
Then you can't use it in the comic.
Because you don't want her to be a hooker?
No, it's just not the name I had in mind.
What name did you have in mind for your daughter with Nerd Wonder?
Probably. No, I'm just saying in general. In general, I would probably use the name Lucy after Lucy in the Sky.
Lucy, I'm home.
Isn't that
Lucy's
yeah, you know that's LSD, right?
Yeah.
No.
Oh my god.
Are you serious?
It's not LSD.
Lucy in the Sky with diamonds.
Oh, congrats, Mike. You could pick out the first letter of every word. That must be a big achievement for you.
Listen to the lyrics, child.
Wow. Coming from the guy that it takes him 3 books to barely outgrow one of mine.
Kick Nasir.
Gosh.
That's true.
Young Nasir.
No, John Lennon said time and again. He said it's after a picture that his son drew.
His son was on acid.
Hey, just because I'm the bigger Beatles fan than you, Mike.
Yeah, right.
What do you mean, yeah, right? I have a whole Beatles shrine.
Well, that just makes you a nerd.
Okay. That's the best you got?
When I was a kid, my entire bedroom was covered in Beatles stuff.
Gay.
Was that Nasir?
Posters, albums.
That was perfect.
Magazine article stuff.
All right, so we can figure out who is the bigger Beatle fan. In what year was Paul McCartney replaced with an android?
Wasn't an android.
1966.
After the car accident, he was replaced because he died with whatever he was replaced with the winner of the Beatles look-alike costume or contest. So yes, the guy that's running around now is not really Paul McCartney. It's not an android.
If he's been to Antarctica, that's where they do the cloning. So you got to look that up.
All right, let's see. From Thanos EVS for $1.99. He says, "Hello, I am Thanos EVS. I want all pies." So I guess if he snaps his fingers, 50% of the pies go out of existence.
Right,
By
and
him
then
eating them.
belly.
He eats 50% of the pie.
Let's see. Nasir, Dennis is asking for a straw poll to kick you.
Whatever the chat wants, I'll be kicked if they want.
We can be very democratic about our abuse of Nasir.
Okay, press 1 to keep me. Press 2 to kick me.
Nasir just wants because he has to go out because he has to go to bed. Got work tomorrow.
Yeah, you're right.
You would have said he's right no matter what he said.
So?
All right, looks like our
Malin
contestants have made some progress. So let me walk back through the contestants. Oh, you're speed drawing tonight, there, Miller.
Right,
very
how else can you
simple-
keep up with John Malin?
It's very simple design.
25 minutes in, and you're already inking. This is probably a new record.
I might have time to draw the carpet with all of the intricate designs.
Whoa!
Does it match the drapes? So that's
a family show.
Hey now, don't take it there.
Every fiber.
My son doesn't even know what you're talking about.
We're talking about the textiles here.
That is correct.
All right, moving down the line. Let's take a look at Eric Hudson. All right. Still coming along with the composition.
I said I didn't like the face. So,
And we're about 26 minutes in. All right, Manny, I'm going to check in with you. Looks
How's
like you're
everybody doing tonight?
You're putting some digital inks in now.
Yes, sir. Trying to see how it's working out.
Nice posing. All right, let's see if James Dean is far enough along to have anything to take a look at. And
James, you're muted if you didn't know that. Something's up. I can't click on James Dean for some
yeah,
reason.
I can't either. It's kind of misbehaving. It's very strange.
Right, let's just keep it on Malin.
Maybe because he's muted? I don't know. Unmute yourself, James.
Let's see. Show and broadcast. Let's see if he shows now.
There he goes.
Yeah, there we go.
That was weird.
That was weird. No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't allow me to unmute or access it.
All right, you're good now.
Anyway.
There's always a problem when James is on here, isn't there?
Yep.
Yeah, it's actually easier to not mention that I'm tracing.
Oh wait, they actually made a straw poll for kicking me.
That is fantastic. Hey now, let's take a look at Mr. John Maitland's.
Wait, where's the link to that poll? I need to.
It's 12-6 so far in favor of yes to kick me, and they misspelled my name, so thanks.
It's not that important.
John, it looks like you've got Jasmine dressed in some almost translucent clothing there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is the winning drawing right here, guys, because no one's gonna do what I'm gonna do.
I'm militia. Vote twice, vote often, vote Malin.
Yeah. Mike has
Straight
already opened the door to degeneracy in here. So.
I already voted for Malin twice just now.
Yeah.
I'm not even mad about losing.
I was a little taken back about the 80s pornography comment, Mr. Miller. We'll have to have an off-camera conversation about that.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, Edwin can't even talk about his real life pains as a weightlifter, talking in medical terms with Mike over there, Mr. Degenerate.
All right, Kyung, how we doing here?
Good so far.
I gotta look up Good Dog Press because I'm digging this art, man.
Oh, thank you.
Young's killing.
careful, Manny. He's going to be sending you a script before you know it.
Wait,
That's cool. That is
Hold
cool.
on, hold on. I think I found it. Yeah. Okay, I'm following you, man. I dig your art.
Go check out the website. Go check out Sario Angel of Death. You'll dig that. Guaranteed you'll dig that.
Okay.
Nasir.
All right. And checking in with Narwhal. Did you totally restart Narwhal?
No, I've been messing with it though.
Okay.
Wow.
You guys know I'm working on something with Narwhal here.
Does Narwhal know that?
Yeah. It's a short story.
Surprise.
Always got to check, just in case. Sometimes some people don't realize that Nasir has elected to collaborate with them. All right. Wow. Ryan the Cardinal is turning in some art tonight.
Just putting along over here.
Beautiful, man. That's very cool.
Nice.
If I weren't voting for John Malin, I would totally vote for you, Ryan.
Thanks, Nasir.
I wouldn't.
All right. Very good. I'm going to put the cameras back on free rotate again. All right. Looks like we missed a $5 super chat from Antonio Malpica. He says, "This is disgusting. Grown men drawing Disney princesses. If Jasmine isn't sexualized right this minute, I will report this live stream. Shameful." Well, I don't think you're going to get a sexualized version, but
I got you
probably
covered.
going to get. You're probably going to get a beautiful version.
Don't forget those super chats, guys.
Probably have Jasmine covered with something. Jeez.
So,
All right.
1
Let me
inch off
check
the
in.
top.
Let me check in on the Kick Nasser poll. And of course, I'm going to vote yes, because why wouldn't I?
right. At least let me pick my nose before I go.
Oh, and my wife told me, my wife has informed me that she has actually voted twice on the Kick Nasser poll. And as it stands right now, there are 32 votes to kick Nasser and 10 votes not to kick Nasser.
It's a landslide.
So we'll let that run just a bit
Okay.
longer to see how thoroughly that Nasser will need to be kicked.
Make Nasir kicked again.
Right, I do got to go soon because I got work tomorrow. I don't want to go.
All right, and then tomorrow, make sure to tune in with Chester Busby. He has posted a link in the chat at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, for the fan edition of Drawn and Quartered.
What the heck was that?
Somebody doing some demolition, or
Someone playing some racquetball in the background.
Edwin knows where I live. Yeah.
That was nothing.
yeah.
That was nothing. Don't pay attention to it. Keep drawing.
All right, Bogus Fortune for $5 asks a question that I asked myself. If Disney owns Lucasfilm, does that make Leia a Disney princess?
Damn right.
Yep.
Yeah, but she would have won, and then we wouldn't have drawn a real Disney princess.
Well, since
By the
we're
way,
going
Mike,
to
that's looking pretty great.
Thank you.
since they're going to own Fox soon, does that make Ripley a Disney princess now too?
No, she's
No.
just a woman.
My ex was always like, since they own Fox now, does that make Klinger from MASH a princess too?
Awesome.
Yes.
No, he's a queen.
No, yeah. Not royalty, just a guy.
Royalty.
Klinger. Joe Moroni says she's an appropriated princess. Maybe. Oh, So, Mike, are you recovered from your Japan trip? Are you all
No, I
ready
just
to
took
go
a
now?
5-hour nap.
Now you're recovered.
I don't know, man. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time getting over this jet lag. It's insane. It's like I sleep like 4 hours at night.
Wow,
and then I get
cultural
up.
appropriation even in your sleep, Mike.
Huh? That doesn't make a lick of sense, Nasir.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Because you're still on their time. Your sleep schedule's all messed up.
Watchman for you says you're still full of horse meat, Mr. Miller. you had like horse sashimi too, didn't you?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I ate the raw horse flesh.
Mm.
And I kind of liked it.
Mike, you're one of those foodies, aren't you?
Yeah, why?
Just wondering.
Why did he say that
Last night
so
I-
accusatorily?
One of those foodies. You
Did you
actually
say
like and
accusatorily?
appreciate good
I did.
food, you weirdo.
One of those foodies. But now, if you call yourself a foodie, you immediately lose at least a quarter of your masculinity. At least. And then Mike Chester says that Roy Rogers will never forgive you.
He's dead.
Foodie is just an excuse for fat people.
What's your excuse?
I'm fat.
What's your excuse for not being a foodie?
Nasir, do your parents not cook at all? Can you not like take lunch to work? Because you eat like a 12-year-old every day. Like Nasir has been doing like a lunch stream, and he's just like stuffing like greasy pizza and like corn dogs down his suckle. I mean, just like I think the title of his stream today was like trying to stuff 12 dozen corn dogs down my neck so quickly so I can take a nap on my lunch break.
No, it was
the actual title of the stream.
It was called "Eating Pizza as Fast as I Can," so I could try to take a nap on lunch break.
That's some quality entertainment right there.
I don't know. People like the lunch stream, and so I don't know. I think it'd be weird if I brought a lunch from home, and then on lunch break, I'm like, "Hey guys, instead of going to the little room everyone eats in, I'm gonna go out to my car to eat." Wouldn't that be weird?
How long do you have?
Do both of your fans watch that?
He actually usually gets an audience of a couple of dozen people.
Usually, I get. I think the most I had in there was like 35 people, and I end up after people catch the rerun, it gets over 100 views. Some of them are nearing 200 views.
Yeah, I popped in there. I think it was today.
Today? No, I think it might have been yesterday.
When you're you're eating fries, right?
Nasir, did they kick you out of the lunchroom? The audience wants to know.
No, but I mean, like, okay, if I bring a lunch from home, it's like I could eat in the lunchroom, but then I can't make my stream. So I don't know.
That sounds like a prostate problem.
Nah, sir, you just don't want to socialize, and you need to challenge yourself.
I guess at the end of it, you could just, as your memoir, write "The Road to Diabetes."
Diabetes does run in my family. Who knows?
Yeah, I guess you don't have to like emulate the other comic book writers. You don't have to become like a balding, overweight, man.
Right. I don't have to become Mike S. Miller.
None of that applies to me.
Let's see.
Are you sure, Mike?
Huh?
I said, are you sure?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, of all the Comics Gate guys, I don't think any of us can give Mike hell. It feels like the last guy in the group.
Yeah, I'm so balding. I'm actually really bald back here, so I grow out all the rest of my hair to pull it back in a ponytail to cover it.
Okay, so if I bring a lunch from home, what should I do then? How would I stream that? It would be weird to be in the lunchroom at work, all like, okay, guys, I'm gonna be streaming as I eat. Like,
No, you don't stream. You talk to the people in there.
Yeah, you make friends, Nasir.
Maybe.
All right, we've got a couple of super chats to catch up with. $5 from Antonio Malpica. He says, SJWs complain so much about cultural appropriation. I don't ever want to see them dancing salsa or eating Spanish food. Mike, horse sausage, lover Miller. Horse sausage.
Horse sausage. Probably good.
Here's what you do, Nasir. When you take a lunch from home, see if you can trade it with any of your coworkers and put that up on YouTube.
You could still do your core streams with home lunches. I mean, you could, not buy like an extra large greasy pizza and stuff all of it down your neck in like 15 minutes.
Or what you can do is like an unboxing, but with your lunch, and make sure it's in a brown paper bag, so you take things out one at a time, and you're like, what did my mommy put in my lunch today? Ooh, a yogurt.
Yeah, but I'm saying if I'm in the lunchroom at work doing that, they're gonna hear me and see me with my phone pointed at my food, and they're gonna see me and they're gonna be like, "This guy is so weird."
You think that's why they think you're weird?
I'm pretty certain they've already gotten there.
Set you over the edge. They're like, no, these guys all thought I was completely normal. Everything was rational, perfect. Almost uncouth how cool that guy is. And then they saw that.
Right. Well, they don't know about the bodies yet. The bodies down here in the basement.
Do they know about the kittens?
No. I think I've only told that story on that stream with Cecil when he gave me that test.
Yeah, those are the only people that know about it.
All right, Nasir, I need you to brace yourself for this next super chat because, man, this may be a blow to your self-esteem. This is John Dillard from Gaming the System.
I love John Dillard.
Well, hold that thought.
What are you talking about?
He says, no one likes you. No one likes you, Nasir. Or your live streams. Wow.
that must be a fake account. That's not John Dillard.
Well, you paid to say that.
Many people like Nasir. I like Nasir.
Right, Malin Militia.
Nasir is
and John Dillard.
Nasir is very good.
Gaming the System for $2 says, I want to see what Mike is drawing. Okay,
that makes one of us.
Entertain that request here in just a second.
Probably some girl.
I gotta ask you though, like Nasir, like what do your parents cook that's good? Like what are the family dishes that are like really good?
Mac and cheese.
Well, I had steaks today.
There you go.
I don't know. They like Arabic food, but I don't really like it.
Really?
I'm really picky.
They eat curry with their fingers?
Wait, what?
Do they eat curry?
No, I'm talking to John. He said something.
No, I said name something Arabic that they eat that you do like. What is a good Arabic dish?
I don't know. I try not to eat it.
No.
Really? Does your mother cook lamb or?
Oh yeah, I like lamb.
There you go.
Wait, that's baby sheep.
Yeah.
It's a no-go.
Oh, lamb is great. Lamb is great. All
I'm
right.
not a big fan of lamb unless it's like made into gyros or something.
I had it once and it made me sick. I've never gone back.
It's got a weird aftertaste.
The only thing me and Mike both like are the Beatles, and he's not even a real fan.
That weird aftertaste is the tears of the young. The misery of their last terrible
It's the
moment
tears that make it so tender.
Are you going to start telling me to talk about the crying of the lambs?
Yes.
All right, Mike, can you rotate your drawing maybe like 90 degrees just so we can take a look? And you wound up exactly where you started.
Up again.
There we go.
Banging. That's nice.
That's got a Frank Cho look to it.
Frank Cho? Frank chose an Asian dude. He doesn't look anything like him.
You should have your wife come back in though, because I feel like you're dropping Mrs. Miller in a Jasmine outfit. I'm really picking up on this Frazetta trend. Y'all knew that, right? That like he used his wife for almost the model for almost all his female drawings.
Are you saying Mike's wife is in the room posing like that right now?
Well, I don't know that, but
Edwin.
All right.
Go
Moving
figure,
down
Mike
the
drawing
line.
her on her knees. All right.
All right.
What
Looks
other
like Eric
degeneracy is there?
Eric, you are cleaning up with the inks. This is taking shape.
Thank you.
Zoom out, Eric. Let's see what you got for full body.
Nice.
Brother.
Right. Appropriately modest. Very good.
Yeah, you'd win if the contest was for drawing a carpet.
Boy. I'm checking in on Manny from Good Dog Press.
How's it going? Putting my nose to the grindstone, making sure I got enough time.
Nice.
All right, so right now we have 45 minutes have elapsed, so you still have an hour and 15 minutes.
Cool.
All right. Let us check in with James Dean. James, you may have to angle your drawing towards us so we can see it. The lighting is kind of
Start with a
watching
little
it out.
inks on it. It'll be quick. It'll be simple. It'll be hard to see much.
Okay, we can see the rough
see some
outlines
of
now.
Yeah, I got a little something here.
All right. All right, let's check in with fan favorite Mr. John Nagle.
Yeah. I'm on phase 2. Details. Well, that's probably phase 3.
Are you gonna do that lighting effect again? You got a little bit of it in the hair, or you?
Oh, like blacker all out.
Yeah.
That might help the drawing.
No, I'm gonna keep the shadows off her because it's gonna look good for her colors to go in and make her look good and soft.
Nice.
But the hair, yeah, I'll be doing some blacks in there.
Why don't you make her look soft instead?
What?
Why don't you make her look soft?
Shots
instead?
fired. Shots fired.
Kind of got a Kim Kardashian look to her face there.
I'll take it.
Right.
That's
I
not
suppose that-
Kardashian's ass.
A Kardashian face is probably preferable to a Caitlyn Jenner face. So.
Well, I
What's
wasn't
wrong with
gonna. I wasn't gonna say anything about the body, so.
She is a handsome woman.
That is a safe comment. How are we looking here, Kyung? Did you draw traditionally last time, or did you draw digitally last time?
Last week I did traditionally. The first time I was on Drawn and Quartered traditionally, but the other times digitally. But I'll be doing traditional from now on.
You sold it, didn't you?
What? Oh no. No, it's just I actually went out and bought some new pens for the first time in like a decade. So
nice.
Yeah, I'm also getting an 11x17 scanner, so I'll be able to do some scanning from.
I'll buy it for free.
Hey,
You can live off the exposure.
Hey, Kung, who's your favorite Bullet Club member?
Oh man, I'd have to say Marty.
Marty?
Yup.
Yeah. Villain.
Yup.
He's the only one I haven't met yet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know where in Rancho, but I live real close to where the Bucks live, and I've met all of them. I've met Kenny, Bushi. Well, actually, Kota's not really. But anyway, yeah, they're all great. But Marty's a riot.
Did you ever
I have no idea
happen
what
to
you guys are
see?
talking about.
Did you ever happen to see that giant backdrop that looked like an old comic book of theirs?
The Bucks?
Yeah. Well, it's all of the elite.
Oh, okay. No, I don't think so.
They used to take it around to their comic book conventions. That's actually a piece that I drew for High Spots.
Oh, very cool.
So.
Oh my God. Okay. What's next, Edwin?
All right, we're looking at Narwhal. We'll briefly check in on Nasir. Yep, he's still Nasir.
I was just waiting to be kicked.
And that's enough.
She is a handsome woman.
Hey,
For real,
chat.
guys, like, I gotta go. Just kick me.
Hey, chat. What should my Jasmine be saying? Give it a quote.
Yeah, he did.
What's she looking like? Let's see.
She's on her knees, like Mike's, and probably several others in here.
All right. Looking good, Ryan.
Is trying to make ground.
All right, and we've got about an hour and 10 minutes left. I'm going to put the cameras back on free rotate.
I'm just waiting for Nasir to show up in the chat so that I can kick him from there.
Looks like some of the war campaign has made its way into the chat room. So there you go, war campaign.
Oh, the furry campaign made it? Awesome.
That's right. There is a bit of a kerfuffle between the Malin militia, or the Wolf campaign, if you will, and the war campaign.
Yeah. A furry decided to join the war campaign, and the war campaign was so embarrassed by it, they tried to pawn him off on the Wolf campaign. So, yeah, that's going on.
How was it verified that it was an actual furry?
Oh, he's an actual furry.
Was it V?
He was in, no, it's a guy named John Wallace, I think his name is. So, yeah, he was in.
Is John a furry?
This guy was in a dog ear hat thing. So yeah, I mean, he went to a great length to make everyone think he is. And then he was eating a banana in a way that would not, it's not a way you eat a banana. Yeah, there is some cringe to it. And he wanted to be in the war campaign, and the war campaign went to great lengths to reject it and tried to say that he was part of Wolf campaign, which I understand it would have made a lot of sense, except that wasn't the truth at all. He was war campaign. Now they're living.
Well, I did a high quality rendering of a unicorn warrior astride a wolf mount today. Chad the unicorn warrior. And so for the war campaign cheers, I will do a shot of ACD. There you go.
That's rose water. Go ahead, drink it up. Guzzle it down, Edwin. Yeah.
Scalds the taste buds. Scalds.
Gross.
Okay, what is the deal with apple cider vinegar?
It helps your gut. I would never drink apple cider vinegar, but I'll do a good kombucha every once in a while.
No, apple cider is really good for you on so many different levels, but I don't understand why you're drinking it for the war campaign.
What's up, fellas? I just dropped in to say apologies to Mike Miller. He gave me a link, and I fell asleep, and Whiskey Paint and I missed our slot to come in. So you guys look beautiful, what you're doing, Jasmine. I just want to say sorry.
No worries, man. I fell asleep for 5 hours today, so.
I came home from work, and I sent you that message, and I was gone. And then I woke up, I was like, okay. Well, guys, I'm going to drop out. Y'all take care.
Take care.
All right, Jimmy. Let's see. Bubba Clem says, at least Edwin isn't drinking raw eggs. You know, raw eggs are actually kind of a meme. Raw eggs are actually less digestible than cooked eggs.
No kidding.
And they're pretty gross. Yeah. There's a protein in there that is actually kind of resistant. You gotta cook it.
because it's trying to survive still.
Wow, Malin. FP Sony in chat says that the Wolf campaign is the scum of the earth. What say you, sir? What say you?
Just more war campaign lives. I mean, they have nothing left to stand on at this point, so they've gone in full defense mode. It's pretty pathetic, but hey, more power to them. If anyone's interested, they're doing a LARPing event Friday where they've incorporated, I do believe, Wolf campaigns somehow into their D&D role playing that they do. So I'm going to check that out. I recommend everyone else go check it out too. See what kind of degeneracy they're up to now. all because they're super embarrassed. Just keep that in mind, guys. Everything they're doing is because they're super embarrassed right now.
Didn't you see the Tom Hanks movie about LARPing? It's you're gonna get lost into a world.
If I'm not mistaken, Dirty Doug has been showing up with his wizard robe on the LARP.
Yes, he'll be there too. Doug is not involved with the he probably doesn't even know what the werewolf stuff is. But these guys do. Praetorian, who puts together their role-playing campaign, their D&D campaign, he's fully aware, and he's told me that they're incorporating that into their D&D now. Again, it's all because they're super embarrassed.
It's ironic that a guy named Dirty Doug wouldn't know what was going on.
Panboy Lando Soy Child Dome Lover apparently has just cast Detect Degeneracy, and then I see that there is an emoji for what appears to be a wolf and a glass of milk. That's what was revealed when
we don't discuss that here.
Detect Degeneracy.
Yeah, hashtag wolf campaign. At least hashtag wolf campaign. At least we're not war campaign.
Long hashtag.
Someone in the audience says we have probably now reached peak nerd, and I refuse to believe that. I feel like if we roll up our sleeves and use a little bit of elbow grease, we can get even nerdier.
There's no limit.
Oh, no more. I can't stop the degeneracy.
I'm telling you.
What's going on, everybody?
Yeah, we're shaking man.
Save us.
What's up, Pole Slacker?
I've known my kids are sick. My two daughters got fevers.
Oh.
Yeah. One of them been sick for a whole week. The other one just got sick today.
Oh,
No bueno.
hate it when they share.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out why Ariel wasn't chosen.
Well, she was, but then Mike kind of rigged the vote a little bit.
I would have drawn Ariel in a heartbeat.
Then you would have just left the vote alone, but you're like, oh, we got more people in here now. Let's just open the votes back up again.
Yeah, that really kind of shot us in
the number of people in here doubled, and they're all like, "What happened? Where's the vote?"
They're
about that.
Let's bring out some fairness for people who can't show up on time.
Yeah, like 40 minutes late.
Trying to do what could have been tonight's Join a Quarter if Mike didn't rig it.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. That could have been tonight's Join a Quarter if it wasn't for Mike, guys. I say we vote mail-in to get even.
Yeah, it's the only
It's pretty sad when I get on a drawing board finally and I think, oh, that's really cool. And then I look around like, oh, I could get beaten by that guy. Damn, I even got beat by J. Scott Campbell and he wasn't here. That's not fun. Campbell killed that thing, man. And the amount of hell that he got for, or for, what was her name, Tiger Lily? I'm like, God, you guys are losers. Let him have some fun.
Yeah. I got a Scott Campbell picture right now of Ariel that he did.
Fun's illegal now, right? I mean, they passed that law, right?
Right. Douchebags.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's so lame. It's like, God, man. What happened to humans? Have some fun.
I may be voting for Dreaded. Who's Dreaded? Is that Eric?
That's me.
How you doing, Eric?
Hey, doing good. How you doing?
All right. I like it. You went bold.
I appreciate the shout out. That's awesome. Thank you.
With this, yeah, fun and all this stuff. You got this secular religion now of political correctness, and everybody has to watch every last word you speak forever, and anything you say can and will be held against you forever.
In the court of SJW.
Your 10-year-old tweets are coming back to haunt you.
Yeah, who is taking the time to go look back at people's freaking 10-year-old tweets?
Welfare. What?
They're just trying to take down anybody they can. You know, misery loves company.
Well, that's postmodernism and Marxist thought. You destroy what's normal, tear it all down, and then you can build whatever you want in its place.
Yeah.
I don't regret nothing I say. I say it, I don't like it too bad.
Right. Critias, can you man the helm for a couple minutes here?
Sure, sir. Can do that for you.
Thank you very much.
You got it.
Edwin's got to go delete some tweets.
Either that or that cider vinegar is doing a little too good of a job.
Yeah, that it's running right through them, guys.
Hey, that works pretty good. I mean, I had a stomach virus one time, and I was just down and out, and my wife came up and she's like, "Take some apple cider, vinegar." I was like, "No, I don't want it." And she gave it to me. She gave me like a quarter cup, and I drank it. And within like an hour,
oh my gosh!
Yeah, within an hour, I was already up and running. Like nothing ever happened.
After you threw up from drinking the vinegar, I assume.
No, I was throwing up, and I was on the floor. I had a bad stomach virus, and she gave me it, and I was out on the ball like nothing happened.
No, dude, that's freaking miraculous. It cures so much crap. It's crazy.
Hey, Craig.
Yeah.
If your kids are still sick, have you ever heard of vinegar socks to bring their fever down?
No, I never heard of that.
Okay, so my kid was like running a fever of like 104 for a couple days straight, and he ended up actually getting the H1N1 virus.
Oh man!
And there was nothing we can do. Like we had him on Tylenol, acetaminophen, all that kind of stuff, and we tried this old trick, which essentially you soak socks in vinegar, and within 30 minutes he was down to normal temperature, like that.
Huh. So what do you do with the sock? You put on their head, you squeeze it into their mouth?
No, you just put it on their feet. You soak the socks in vinegar, you put it on their feet, check it out online.
I wonder if that works.
Hey, I would try that, man.
Yeah, man. Like I've used it on my kid a couple of times as like a last resort, and every time it works like a charm. Do some online internet research. It's an old European thing. Like if you show up sick with your kid, they kind of go like, "What are you doing here? Go put some vinegar socks on your child."
That's cool. Yeah, my wife likes doing those old traditional treatments.
Yeah, it's one that I can attest to that actually works. So
I'll give it a shot.
And it's so heart-wrenching when the kids are sick. There's nothing you can do, and it's just like anything I can do to make you feel better.
So did you just say that's always your last resort?
I try to go through all the normal stuff, but if it's like hitting the wall, it's just like, all right, we got to do this because my kid hates it.
Oh,
well, think about it.
Why do they hate it specifically? What is it that really
Well,
bothers?
how would you like putting on cold, wet vinegar socks?
Why don't you warm them up?
No, it has to be cold.
It has to be cold.
Yep.
Why would it have to be cold? If it's vinegar, it's still vinegar.
Something to do with it being cold. It just draws the fever down.
Oh,
well, the coldness probably goes into the feet, and the blood goes back to the body. Probably doesn't have anything to do with vinegar. Hashtag science.
Partly goes into the pores of the feet and all that. Just like when the kid walks barefoot and they got like that bacteria just jumps inside.
Yeah, unless the vinegar is acting somehow to like draw the toxins out, because I've seen those.
Oh yeah, that's what it's telling.
They've got those foot pads that are supposedly you put them on, you go to sleep and you wake up and they've drawn all
the nastiness out.
All the junk food that Nasir eats out of your feet.
I don't want Nasir eating junk food off of my feet, man.
Ew.
I'm looking at everybody's artwork. Mike, yours look nice. I like her pose.
Thank you.
Through.
I like that you were looking at everyone's artwork, and mine looks nice.
Who's good? Who's good? Dog press.
That's me. My name is Manny.
How you doing, man? How's everything?
Doing great.
Yeah, I like your work. Looking good.
Thank you.
She looks more like an Americanized Jasmine. You know, not like an Egyptian type.
We gotta change that.
She looks like the Cleopatra of the 1950s movies.
Yeah, you need to give her a prominent nose, is what he's saying.
James Dean, you done a bust?
Something like that. Bust out.
Mm-hmm.
Something on the butt? What?
I like John Malin's. There we go.
Yeah, me too.
She's
Yeah,
like,
I'm gonna be John again.
she's teasing Aladdin in that pose.
I have a surprise planned.
So do I. Fortunately, mine's better. So
How much
that'll
time
be
do
easy.
we have left, as a matter of fact?
It's 11:46 right now.
So how much? I don't know when we started. What do we got? About another hour?
I think so.
Yeah. That's why I'm working on a carpet at this point, because I'm done.
Keon, can I see your artwork? If you don't mind.
Keyoung's has good
Oh
appeal.
my goodness!
She's-
Look at
she's
them
pretty.
thighs. Girls got my vote.
I modified
That's
the outfit a little bit.
Now I know where Nasir went.
What's going on, Arwa?
It's nothing much. Going good. Good to see
I
you.
like your style of art, man. Can't wait to get my book.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Definitely. What are you gonna put for our dialogue?
Chat, tell me what to say, and then I'll say it. It's got to be a $2 super chat though.
Oh, all right. So the contribution from Mike and Narwa will write whatever you want to say, as long as it's family friendly. All right. And this is Ryan. How you doing, Ryan?
Doing good, man.
The system for $2. Have you tried Eye of Newt? Maybe Wing of Bat.
Whatever works, man.
Well, I like what you got going there, Ryan.
Oh, thanks, man.
I like the pillows and everything. Very Middle Eastern.
Yeah, trying to go for that full-on vibe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's wrecking. That's great.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right, chat. Come on.
So how much time we got, guys?
Give me some roast to read out loud. Probably about an hour, James.
Cool.
Let's see. Keong's depiction of the female form is amazing. That's by Never Code.
Appreciate it.
All right, so an hour and 6 minutes have elapsed, so you gentlemen have 53 minutes remaining.
Perf Comics. The winner is going to be hard to choose. That is the truth. All good. All of them. Like last week, John was busting. Whose chops he was busting last week? John's. James Dean, right?
Yeah.
Somebody else.
Well, I mean, he tried.
There was somebody else though. Who he was racking on about the.
He was hitting on somebody hard. Yeah.
Yeah,
Was it
yeah.
Donald?
No, that wasn't Donald. It was
Oh, Andrew, maybe? I don't know.
No, not Andrew. It was.
I don't keep track of my victims, guys.
About the.
All right, we've got a super chat from Sierra Whiskey for $1.99. In parentheses, he's got not until Rainbow Brute comes out. Jasmine.
Oh, the quote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, it's going in.
Oh, that's
a celibacy thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those dirty dogs snuck it in.
War campaign, bitches. Just slide that on.
Language.
Language, says the guy with the half clothed females. Right.
These are house rules, not mine.
Oh, I apologize. We are in Mike's house tonight, aren't we?
We are in Mike's house.
Which makes it ironic that he's over there drawing a nude version of.
I see what you did there,
Nasir's mom.
Mike. You heard, Mike. I see what you did there.
What?
I see the way you dropped those the clothes off past the shoulders.
That's her costume.
That's pretty low, Mike.
Look at the that her stuff doesn't come
Is
through
it?
the folders. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look that up because I'm like, that's pretty Disney pushing the boundaries.
The approved Disney costume.
Tops go all the way down.
All right, we have a $5 super chat. This is a $5 super chat from Panboy, Lando, Soy Child, Dong Lover. Let me give this some emphasis. He says, Malin, Malin, your wolf milk has gone sour. Hell war campaign. You furry wolf master.
Yeah, see, guys. That's all they got. They're so ashamed of that incident. They're doing everything in their power to throw that back on me. But guys, I got nothing to do with it. Sorry. He's attracted to your soy and your apple cider vinegar and your celibacy and roe.
Isn't Aladdin the movie coming out soon?
What, Celibacy, the movie?
No, I'm pretty sure they said that was it Will Smith is playing Genie?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a horrible choice, I think.
What?
Yeah.
Speaking of
dude, as an actor, can you imagine having to go after Robin Williams? No.
Yeah, no way.
Oh, that's.
Yeah.
Oh.
The thing about Robin Williams, he was energetic all the way through.
Yeah.
Every single line he delivered.
He was perfect. The guy just nailed it.
Have you guys seen the new Godzilla trailer?
Oh,
yeah.
So what about the deconstructed Superman? That looked horrible.
What?
Oh,
Brightburn?
the horror, what the hell is it called again?
Brightburn.
Oh, from
Brightburn? Brightburn?
Yeah.
From Pedo Man?
Yes. Oh, that looked horrible.
I gotta look that up.
When you see it, you'll realize it's going through the pattern of Superman almost to a T.
Oh yeah.
And then
Basically, if Superman was
Professor-
an evil horror villain.
yes, Professor Geek says Brightburn needs to burn to ashes. Yes, this is Brightburn is from, I guess, the mind of an alleged whatever you want to call gun. But it is postmodern, deconstructed, warped Superman. Why would you want to deconstruct that and turn it into something?
Because it's easy to do, that's why.
Uh-huh.
Is that a movie you're talking about? Brightburn?
Brightburn, yes.
It's with a child and a mask on?
Yes.
Looks dark.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's fair to say.
Who's directing it?
Gun.
Oh, yeah.
James Gunn. Yeah.
Did you guys see that horrible Sonic the Hedgehog poster that came out?
Swole Hedgehog?
No.
Yeah, I don't like it, man. It looks weird.
They gave him 2 eyes too. It's like separated eyes. I don't know.
I don't know. You think they're gonna be able to pull it off? That's Paramount, right? That's doing it.
I think so. Yeah. I don't know. It just doesn't look like it's. It's one of those things. It's like you look at it, it's like, okay, somebody who obviously doesn't give a shit designed something.
Language.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Oh.
Let's see. NE Dynamo says Gunn is a creep, but it looks like a good horror movie. There's a point where the moralizing becomes tedious. And I hear what you say. I hear what you're saying. It's just the scene, the idea of this, because essentially that Superman is an analog sort of the Moses story, right? And so to take the Moses story and corrupt that is kind of, I don't know. To me, it rings foul.
How's it moralized?
And realistically, Man of Steel was almost a horror movie. It was like the alien invasion, and that's what I liked about that.
Yeah, but I hear you, Northeast Dynamo. Maybe it's just a different reference.
I just thought you were referring to the fact that Lois Lane was hideous. Don't tell me I was the only one who thought that.
You're the only one who thought that.
That's true.
Oh, really? You guys were all into her?
Into her? I've never been into Lois Lane.
She was awful. I was just like, okay, we're good. Oh, okay, sure. I guess we'll just do that then.
And so, if Northeast Dynamo, if it sounds like moralizing, I hear you, but just as an adult, I'm 45 years old now, getting ready to turn 46, and in my lifetime, I've seen all these patterns deconstructed and replaced with something lower, something cruder, and it's just kind of frustrating to see everything good chipped away at and replaced with a warped version. We've lost something as a culture.
Well, the communists had to learn to win somehow, because they couldn't actually beat us with communism, so they went with capitalism and stupidity. And they started to win with capitalism from China. China started to figure it out, monetarily speaking, because they just, they would artificially deflate their dollar. But Russia, then it allowed Russia to just keep pushing slowly with the social agenda.
Well, that's not what China has is more akin to fascism than capitalism, because it's private, but it's under control. It's under government control, which is how fascists run their economy.
I think they're both fascist.
What? Communism is fascist?
To be honest, if you're going to talk between Russia and China, they're both pretty fascist. I mean, they both have a pretty iron fist on that deal.
No, I was just talking about China.
Oh, you mean in general? Just
the difference between fascism and communism is pretty nuanced anyway. I mean, I think the major difference is that in fascism they allow private ownership of government-controlled companies, whereas in communism it's government ownership of government facilities. Like all production is owned by government. There's no private ownership allowed that's still controlled.
And it's not just them. Like it's a tough deal. I used to smoke a lot of cigars and stuff, and I'd be around the cigar industry quite a bit. I designed a few bands for people, and there was a big cigar guy that came out and said, in Cuba, the reason why I started doing stuff in Nicaragua was simple. In Cuba, every $40,000 that wine made, I'd actually made $4 million, and that's how much the government left me with. 40 grand. Wow.
All right. We've had some new people join, so I'm going to go right down the line and reintroduce everybody. I'm going to start with our gracious host, Mike Miller.
Hello.
And please make sure to go take a look at his campaign on Indiegogo, the Meg 3-pack. It is probably the single best deal on Indiegogo right now.
The world.
All right.
That book is doing good too.
And just pausing briefly on Critias, who is helping as a co-host tonight. Thank you very much, Critias.
Oh, you're welcome. Hello, everybody.
Yo.
All right. Now we are looking at Eric Hodson. And Eric Hodson is the creator of Rowdy Roddy Piper, the Kilted Avenger.
How's it going, everyone?
I'm all out of bubblegum. Well done. It's a good man.
Yes, he was.
Good man.
All right. Now we're looking at Manny from Good Dog Press.
Hello. Trying my best here.
All right. And now we are looking at James Dean. James Dean has a currently active Indiegogo campaign called Conflict. Close Out.
Howdy, howdy. Conflict is now funded, and now I'm just trying to make a little bit of extra money on top of it to do some extra stuff with the book. But guys, thanks so much for everybody that backed Conflict Clause Out. It is actually a big dream of mine, and I greatly appreciate it.
Hey, James. You do know that Jasmine is Middle Eastern, not Asian, right?
Oh, she's not Asian.
She's Middle Asian.
Middle Asian.
All right, checking in on. Let's check in on John Malin.
Yeah.
I'm noticing a second figure here.
Yeah, I'm going to try to make this work in a limited amount of time.
Oh.
It looks like Jasmine brought a friend.
Yes.
That's well done.
Look at that eye line.
What? What are you talking about? I actually had to drop her a little bit, but yeah.
And so this is John Malin, creator of Graveyard Shift. John, how soon do you get ready to launch your next project?
January, February, March probably. If I was to take a guess, that's my my secret project, Blue Harvest.
Very good. This is John Malin, and gentlemen, you have 40 minutes remaining. Let's check in with Kyung Lee, the creator of Battle Maiden Knucklebomb.
That's cute, man. That's really great.
Thank you.
That was looking dope, man.
Nice.
That was thick.
Looks like she ate the genie.
Well, it works.
Those Arabian thighs.
All right, and now we're looking at Narwhal. Narwhal is the creator of Earthbound on Indiegogo.
That's beautiful, man.
Thanks.
Oh, that was the most messed up use of Me Too I've seen.
It's war campaign. Everything they touch.
All right, and our final artist is the Ryan Cardinal. Is that how you are on social media? The Ryan Cardinal?
Yep, that is me.
Very good. And then your project is not available yet, but when your project is going to be called Caius Blood and Stone?
Yep. It's a project I've been working on for a long time, writing it in the background, and looking to launch probably in April of the new year.
Oh, boy.
Oh, buddy.
Just like everybody else.
Yeah,
Just like everybody else.
Not just everybody. It's the somebodies. That one's going to be a tough one.
And so everybody that's going to be launching in March or April, it sounds like it is going to be a crowded month. So I strongly suggest you to begin teasing stuff out as early as possible to start building some interest and some familiarity with your projects. Don't leave it to the last moment.
Yeah, I got a couple teaser trailers up on my YouTube right now, so I've been linking those out.
I saw those, and I thought they were tasteful nudes.
Nice. I'll be having a video coming out soon, hopefully this weekend, that should make some interest in it, that's for sure.
Very good.
Yeah.
Unbreathable
And I think
Skunker.
if people can plan for some of these campaigns, if they know that March and April are going to be heavy months, then they can start socking away a little bit of money in planning for that. So everyone, you heard it here first. March and April is going to be a pretty packed month for comics projects. So start squirreling away a couple of pennies.
Narwhal super chat.
Let's see. Sierra Whiskey for $1.99 says,
okay.
Narwhal, it should say hashtag RBCC, not hashtag me too.
Thy will be done.
Let's see. Slick Jimmy is still in chat, so let's see how his project is doing. Because he has got Sugar Lightspeed. Let's see. Little Girl Lethal. Let me share this out in the chat. Now, Little Girl Lethal is a very mature project, right? It is not for young readers. But Slick Jimmy is a wonderful person, and he has the second best voice in Comicsgate, so please take a look at it.
I went to defend his title.
And then hashtag RBCC stands for the Rainbow Brute Celibacy Challenge. John Dillard Gaming the System for $2 says Narwhals is almost good enough for a coloring book.
Oh.
Hey, there's a lot of money in coloring books.
I know, right?
That would actually be a fun, if we could figure out the logistics for it, would be a Comicsgate coloring book. That would be a lot of fun. If it was split up, and shared out, it might not actually take that long to get together. So
No, that's not a terrible idea. Actually, that's pretty cool.
For an aspiring creator, somebody who wants to do the legwork and make it around to everybody, maybe a Comicsgate coloring book.
Why don't you do it, Edwin?
That
You know what,
sounds like
Edwin?
a
You're the
lot
only
of
one
work.
that could get these old guys to actually draw for it.
Edwin has a real job.
Yeah. And we had our busiest year so far, 2018, and right now 2019 is looking pretty good. And so I'm trying to make sure that we are going to roar into the new year. So, and I'm probably maxed out on what I can do for everybody now, showing up and streaming occasionally. Let's see. Cross Comics for $2 Canadian wants to remind everybody that Tales from Beyond the Gate comes on February 1st. Tales from Beyond the Gate.
All right.
How's it going, Cross Comics?
Wow, it's a lot of projects launching in the new year.
Yeah, I knew mine wouldn't actually be very big coming in, December, November, when people are, they're thinking Black Friday, they're thinking presents for other people. But to be honest, guys, I'm kind of glad that I get to just be a fan during March and April, as I'll be just working on mine, trying to get mine out, and then I can go ahead and back other people's stuff and enjoy it and not feel like I'm competing against, like Rainbow Brute.
Yeah. When is Rainbow Brute coming out? Sorry, Edwin.
Well, I was going to say here in the chat, they're saying that that Doug Tenapple is in the chat, and someone says, "Hail, Darth Dirtius." Darth Dirtius. I love it. I love it. And then for $2, Chaotic Neutral Comics Pope Iron Fist says a Comicsgate coloring book. It's a book that Nasir could write for.
Yes.
That was pretty good.
That is a beautiful observation. Very poignant observation.
Nasser reminds me of Mohinder in Deadpool.
Hey, he wanted to kill?
Yeah, and then they're like hiring the Peter dude instead. He's like, oh, come on!
That was a pretty good movie. I mean, comedy-wise,
Yeah.
Well, Hinder's always really good.
Yeah, but you're not going to hire him to be on X-Force.
Yeah, it's true. I like when the members started getting killed off one by one.
Yeah,
Man, Shatterstar getting taken out was the funniest.
Hey, some people never watched the movie.
Oh, you're right.
I was actually bummed about Terry Crews, though, man. Terry Crews is awesome. I would like to see him.
Yeah, it's funny because he actually did stuff in the trailer that didn't make it into the movie. It looked like he was actually part of the fighting team.
That's awesome.
Though for the war campaign's sake, hopefully Ethan gets on Rainbow Brute pretty soon.
Guess what? Ethan's launching Rainbow Root November next year.
I was gonna say that it doesn't. If Ethan launches Rainbow Boot, dude, it's one book. It's not like people are gonna only be able to afford one book in March, April, May, whatever.
Well, I know a lot of people that spend, $50 or $100 or even more, at their local comic book shop. In fact, let's do an informal poll here in the chat. If you don't mind, audience, let us know what you have budgeted to spend every month on comic books, and just kind of an informal poll here. It would be interesting to find out.
Yes, how much money do you send to a company that clearly hates you?
He makes a point. Sucks, but he makes a point.
What's going on with the Fantastic Four, right? They want to reboot the whole storyline?
Of course, yeah.
It's horrible.
Well, Stan Lee died yesterday. Let's jack him up tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Dicks.
Language.
It sucks, that they want to just reboot the whole entire storyline for that. And then they wonder why Comicsgate exists.
I suppose everybody's going to be properly woke in this new rendition.
Maybe they're going to follow it after
until like a month from now when that's all out of date and out of whack. That's what's so messed up about it. It's like everybody calls themselves woke on this stuff, and it's like, well, yeah, except for like 2 months from now, everything you're doing now will be offensive to the people that went farther left.
I think next year is all going to change.
Yeah, there definitely seems to be a tide of people being like, all right, that's enough.
Yeah.
All right, got a couple of super chats here. P Money for $2.79 Canadian says, great host. Edwin could read a dictionary and entertain. I appreciate that very much. I will read compliments and or insults. It is all good. $10 from Professor Geek. And he says, since everyone is teasing coming campaigns, my very own Tales from the Stacks campaign launches in February. A graphic novel in the vein of Twilight Zone and Tales from the Crypt. Well, that sounds fun.
Nice.
Geek, can you tell us who your artist is, Geek? That would be fun to know. That's the artist.
Hey guys, if you don't mind, please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't.
Yeah, please.
I've been calling January campaigns, the campaigns that start in January, Comicsgate Season 2.
I've been calling them a very bad idea.
All right, and so the artist is going to be Dave from Geek Out Loud. Dave that is Professor Geeks. All right, so kind of our informal poll. I see a lot of people spending $50 or more. Some people are spending multiple hundreds of dollars. Though what a lot of people are saying is now they only buy Comicsgate comics. Chester Busby is probably one of the outliers. He says, Edwin, I have spent $1,500 plus on Comicsgate.
Holy cow.
And he's gotten one book.
Well,
did you see?
He bought the art tier for Mike Miller's book.
Did the two of you get a chance to link up in Japan?
Yeah, we had dinner together, hung out. It was fun.
Okay, hopefully you loaded him up with some swag.
No, no, no.
Miller. Miller.
He drew on a napkin and he's like, here's $1,000.
Chester comes in here and sets those polls up every week. You didn't even give him a. Well, I'm not going to say that. But yeah.
I let him buy me dinner.
That's terrible, Mike. There's nothing about that.
Chester, thanks so much for dropping your coin on Comicsgate. That's really cool.
Yeah. I was to say that. Actually, I had a few of the same individuals buy multiple times into my campaign, and you don't know how much appreciative I am for them to do that. It takes a lot.
Yeah, it actually really surprised me when I saw a few of those. I was like, oh, you guys are freaking awesome. Because I think for some of them, they're just so... I actually asked people to write me letters as to why they backed it and try to get some feedback from them. And honestly, some of that feedback was pretty messed up about stories of like how they've actually been treated in their own shops, places where they've spent enough money that they could have bought their own shop. And it's pretty disgusting. Like, you know, it actually really kind of hurts you a little bit. You just go, God, man, that's a lot of money, and nobody's respecting them, and they're going to the shelves, and then they're just seeing, bleh, you know, it's like, I don't want this stuff, and so they're walking out with that sick feeling, you know, that sick feeling in your chest where you're like, that's just, it's empty, and you're like, nothing here looks good, and I have to walk out empty, and I had money in my pocket to spend. That's not right.
Hey, just spotted a wild Art T-Bear. Art, we need to get you back on the program, man. We've been missing you.
Yeah, this would have been a beautiful one for Art to come in on.
Yeah, he had done well.
Gary flaked too. Gary does some great Disney princess stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so we know that the beginning of the year is going to be busy, right? Because it sounds like Nasir's going to have another project. John Malin, the title of your project is called Blue Harvest.
That's the code name for it.
Okay. Yeah, the real name is Blue Balls.
Mike, I swear to God,
language
breaking them.
All right, we know that Ethan is going to have a project sometime around there. It's going to be launching again. Let's see. What else do we have coming up then? Manny is going to be having the Unbreathable Squirrel Girl.
No. That no squirrels allowed is the Unbreathable Skunk Girl, sir.
Oh, Skunk Girl. Why do I want to call her the Squirrel Girl? I'm sorry, man.
Unbreathable Skunk Girl? That is awesome.
Yes, Unbreathable Skunk Girl. Yes. And also, I'll be in the Tales from Beyond the Gate also.
Oh, nice.
With John Dillard, Chester Busby will be in it. Even Ethan Van Sciver will do one page. And are you Malin?
Even John Malin will do
John Malin
one
too.
page.
Oh, yes, cool.
And that's called Tales from Beyond the Gate, right?
Yes, sir. With also Tank Ferret also.
Is that going to be February or March on that?
I think Cross Comics said February is coming out.
Okay.
Yes,
all right. And then Professor Geek is telling us February for his book. Hey, and Professor Geek, make sure to DM me. Let's, as soon as you're ready to talk about that, let's talk about that. Otherwise, let's do something soon, brother. Let's break down some comic books. Professor Geek.
Hey, hey, Ed, can I do a plug for somebody's project?
No, absolutely.
In I believe February, my buddy Von Kloss, who Norwell knows, he's going to be launching his Monster MD. Everybody needs to look out for that one. It's basically Mob Doctor for horror monsters.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
That's Rise Again, yeah?
Yeah, Rise Again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
That's cool. I want to give a plug of my book too. For those of you who don't know, and if you haven't backed Detective Dead, back it, because once I hit 30K, EVS is going to do a live stream where he has to burn his Ouija hat. And right now, I believe I'm at 28.8.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Worth it.
That is a fantastic stretch goal to get rid of that Ouija hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you guys want to, you could back Conflict because I need the money and I'm a loser. So that'd be awesome.
Okay.
Love it.
Okay.
That was horrible.
And before Donald kills me, I think March or April, we're also going to be launching a book called Blackout.
Blackout.
Mm-hmm.
This
It's a
isn't an
vigilante.
all-right book, is it?
Gavin? No.
Anyway, just checking here.
Oh, I'll plug something real quick. Not something I'm selling, but something I'm offering. I am in the last few days of my graveyard shift talent search. If anyone is looking, if you are an artist, go on to Twitter and use the hashtag Comicsgate talent search. I'm looking to hire 2 artists on the 15th. That it will be, I'll just be going right through that hashtag and I'll pull 2 people right out of it. So you'll be able to see what your competition is. Please attach sequential art. We're also looking to hire 2 writers. If you're a writer, please contact Mark Polton. He's the co-creator of Graveyard Shift. Go to his email, Koniwaves, KONIWAVES @gmail.com, and send PDFs, web comics of anything that of your own property that you've done. No pitches for Graveyard Shift, nothing like that. He just wants to see that you're able to write. So December 15th, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time is the deadline. Anything after that will not count.
Grow the pie.
Cool.
All right, and then we need to please share around the Meg six gun samurai deal, and get it at sometimes we live in like a fishbowl. So if you would share it on other media like Facebook and so forth, or share it with any of your comic buying friends. It looks like the Meg 6-Gun Samurai Deal with the Devil, the 3-pack, is only $1,000 behind Brutus the Badass. And we need to make sure that Mr. Miller can pass up Nasir. That is an absolute must.
See, there's a campaign promise that I can get behind right there. It's like if we can do that.
Yeah, I have to jump off because my kid is crying. She got a fever. So
Have a good one
later.
Remember,
Thanks.
Good
Good night, everybody. Good luck to the winner.
Yeah, bro.
Night.
Hey, Chaotic Neutral in the chat told me to pump, or not pump, that's for werewolves, but to pitch Megaton. That's another anthology.
Yeah,
Kind of
Megaton.
through the kids table, we're doing that. And on my channel, there's a show called Writer's Room. So we write short comics from the ground up in there, kind of just brainstorm. The chat participates, and then we pair writers and artists together to try and create some content. Yeah,
it's kind of fun.
Chaotic Neutral has a short in it, so, and it's good.
Yeah, I think we're kind of going for like a heavy metal feel to it.
Edwin, how much time do we have left?
All right. Time Delicious. You have 18 minutes remaining. 2 hours. 2 hours always sounds like a long time until it is not.
And then suddenly, I know Malin's is going to be good because he hasn't been harsh on people tonight. He hasn't had time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my placement is usually directly related to how harsh I get on people. The harsher I get, the worse I place, and the more I stay quiet, the better I do.
What was he yelling about?
It's interesting.
Let's see. P.S. Melter says, I've been chilling with Huerta and delay for about 2 hours. What did I miss? Well, multiple high versions. And we figured out that February through April is just going to be an absolute banging time for comics. There's just going to be a ton of material coming down the pipes. So who do you gentlemen think is going to be the next Six Figures comic book? What's going to be the breakout surprise?
Well, the surprise would be Conflict, but that won't happen. So I'm guessing that of all the stuff that we've got coming out, there's no surprise on it. I think Rainbow Brute is gonna massacre. Having Cecil help write it, it's just going to crush.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of a no-brainer.
And given.
Yep.
The question is, can it be a 7 figures bitch?
I know the cover on that MD book. I can't remember what it's called. It's kind of monster.
Monster
Oh,
MD.
Monster.
Yeah, Monster MD.
Yeah.
I know that cover art looks really good. If the interior art looks that good, it'll be a very strong book, I think.
Yeah, that one has a great script. I've read it, and it's awesome.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, Monster MD.
Soul of the Soldier will be able to at least Star Heart of the Hero did. So
Here's a pinup I did for Rise Against for his book.
Nobody wants to see your pinups. Just kidding. Yes, I really do. What you got? What you got?
Here, I'll share them.
Yeah, the Monster MD has a invisible assistant named Heidi, and so people have been drawing her in sexy poses where you can't actually see.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ms. Heidi Hyde.
Miss Heidi Hyde.
Awesome.
Chester Busby is telling me that Tales from Beyond the Gate is going to be the surprise hit. And I think some of you are going to grow with your second and third offerings. Particularly like when some of this backlog clears out. So like when people like Chester Busby who have like $1,500 on the table, when a lot of their stuff gets fulfilled and people have this stuff in their hands, multiple titles in their hands, I think the second rounds on some of this stuff is going to be amazing.
I agree. I actually didn't think that Conflict would be a big campaign, and I wasn't worried about it. And my wife, she kind of kept asking. She's like, well, what are you thinking? Because she saw some of them get really big. I'm like, no, I don't think it's going to be anything like that. And she's like, well, so what's the deal? And I'm like, well, honestly, I'm worried more about doing a good book, because if I do a good book, then I'm an unknown guy who gave them something to look forward to. But if I don't, it was the waste. What was the point of making some money once if you could make it bigger and bigger every time after that? It seems like we're supposed to be trying to build good businesses.
yeah.
Yeah, that's my whole thinking. Even though mine didn't make its minimum and we're still doing the book, I'm going to put out the very best work I possibly can.
There you go.
Because number one, that's my work ethic, and number two, that's only going to help me in the long run.
So what are you going to do next, man? After you do Rowdy Roddy Piper, the Gilded Avenger, are you going to go with another Rowdy title, or are you going to branch out?
Well, I really want to put some focus on my webcomic Dreaded Dinosaur Man, which is what I did all my branding for with my hashtag before I got the Piper Book project. So that kind of superseded what my plans were for my original IP. So that's probably what I'll focus on. And for the kids table book, Megaton, I'll be doing a 8-page short, at least an 8-page short for that character.
What is Dreaded Dinosaur Man?
Basically, it's kind of an all-out He-Man space barbarian adventure type thing. The main character, Dinosaur Man, he's got a human body and a dinosaur's head, and this curse that he lives with, he does the wandering hero epic, trying to figure out what happened to him, how he can reverse it to be human again. And he meets up with a lot of people along the way and has all these awesome space adventures.
There you go. Space adventures.
I am stepping away from the microphone for just a moment, gentlemen. There is less than 12 minutes remaining.
Yeah, here's a little bit of the comic book I'm working on. This is like from page 1. If anybody wants to take a pop at this.
Is that Ryan? Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's me.
Nice. Oh, nice. That's cool.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, it's kind of like a action adventure fantasy kind of vibe to the whole thing. And then yeah, the first bit is basically like a big horse chase scene of trying to capture somebody.
Cool. That reminds me of like Breath of the Wild, kind of. I can picture it colored. It looks cool.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I'm trying to go for like a very, very heavily fantasy anime manga influence on it.
Nice.
I've got Dreaded Dinosaur Man's First Adventure up on my screen. If anybody wants to take a look at it.
Oh, it's awesome.
What the character looks like.
Oh, that's awesome. It's like, yeah, that's awesome.
Everybody's shilling.
With their drawings.
Well, since everybody else is doing it, so what I got on my screen is the first page of Skunk Girl, the Unbreathable Skunk Girl. Pretty much tells the whole, tells what she's all about.
Money, 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 money.
What I've got on my screen is the art.
I think I might be sort of done. I put up something too. I put up a promo image for Foreign Agent. I'm gonna have one in May in Indiegogo, I think, and that one's almost done too. I have it on up my sleeve, a full graphic novel, 180 pages.
Oh, awesome, dude!
You see what happens when Edwin leaves the room?
I know.
Was there shenanigans?
37 commercials.
Yeah.
That's the commercial break, baby.
It's a Donnybrook in there.
Well, this is great, but now people can start planning ahead and realizing that there's going to be a lot of high quality offerings right to start the year with. I haven't heard of a lot of stuff launching in January, but it sounds like starting in late February and going all the way through April, there's going to be a lot of exciting stuff. And kind of shilling a little bit for our host here, Mike Miller, having read the treatment and the script part of the hero, I feel like the next campaign is going to match the first campaign and maybe even grow. Everybody who plunked down their money for Lone Star Heart of the Hero, you are not going to be disappointed. It is a great story. It's fun, got a lot of good action, and it respects the genre.
Thank you.
I'm definitely looking forward to Lone Star. Definitely.
Me too. I actually got an email from the letterer while we were talking, but I haven't looked at it because I'm busy trying to compete in this contest rather than promote my own personal agenda. But whatever, you guys do you. That's fine.
Has DC Comics made any statement on
Of course not.
on their writer, that Eric M. Esquivel person?
I don't know. I haven't been covering that very much.
Got it. And we'll get deep into that, but there's a point here.
Creepy. Is that what's going on there?
Well, my point was there's a point where everybody has to make that decision. If you're a fan of this medium, and I'm assuming the 327 people watching, everyone is probably a lifelong comic book fan. Are you going to keep giving money to these companies that don't respect you? That are full of people that have derision for you, if not outright contempt? Or are you going to go with people who are trying to make something amazing for you and appreciate you and retain you for the years to come? And each of you has to make that choice for yourself.
Yeah, I feel like if they want derision and people to have contempt for you, they can get that in Comicsgate. They don't need to go to these things.
Though I have been encouraging everybody, and I'll do it again before we wrap up here. A lot of the fans come to me every day and they tell me, Ed, we're so tired of seeing people fighting and talking to these trolls.
Yeah.
You don't want to see it anymore. And so, not trying to coerce or tell anybody what to do, but this is what the fans tell me almost every day. They're just so tired of like seeing people argue with some of these trolls, and we don't even need to say their names. I think everybody knows who we're talking about.
Block them. Move on with your life. Or post funny cartoon gifs.
Thanks for the wisdom, Mike.
Yep.
And Art T. Bear needs to get on here. I think Art's next campaign is going to be. Where is he at now? Black and White Remastered. He's at 45,000. That's great, Art.
Nice.
Sierra Whiskey just posted link for Earthbound too. Everyone in the chat, give that one a look.
Hey,
Okay.
Narwhal.
What's going on with Earthbound? How much time does that have?
The January 2nd to the 9th will be the last week in demand. So the campaign's over. It's in demand right now. And that week, I'm calling it Earthbound Week. And there's going to be a couple announcements, some new art, some live streams, maybe one really long live stream.
Okay, that's awesome, especially the part where your campaign's over. Go back, conflict, everyone. Claws out. Conflict, claws out. Campaign is still going. No, I tell you what, Narwhal, I will back that one tonight. But I loved the look of it. I thought it looked really, really cool. I thought the movement on it was nice. You definitely tell some animation, like strong animation skills.
Thanks. I have an animation background, yeah. And I'm going to try and reveal an action scene to kind of, as a final pitch, show some people some action.
Oh, that's super cool, man. It really did look cool.
Okay, let's see. Someone is asking who is the artist in between myself and James Dean, and that I believe is you're looking at Manny, Good Dog Press, I believe.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Ooh.
James, when are you going to be ready to deliver Conflict Closeout?
I'm going to go for a late summer release.
Okay.
To be honest, guys, I got a much better script from a writer that was totally worth my money, and I couldn't turn it down, so I paid him and actually bonused him because it was a great script. And sadly, the guy was like a guy that was a screenwriter and has written for comics some, but it was more of his bread and butter was, I think, film and animation or whatnot. And so he just thought, comics are dead, they don't make any money, it's a joke. And we worked together on some stuff, and when I really showed him the premise, even though he had so much, he had really nothing in common with me in the stuff that I like, and it worked. It worked for Conflict really well because we were able to show the characters as individuals. Because I didn't want every character to have the same voice or the same vibe, and sure enough, he comes out with this just amazing deal, and I bonus him, and when I did, this is really sad, he's like, no one in comics has ever done that. Oh my gosh.
All right, we've got 3 minutes left, so I'm going to start rotating through the cameras and kind of giving everybody a quick look. I'm going to start with our host, Mike Miller.
Our host is done.
This is Mike Miller. Moving down the line, we have Eric Hodson from Rowdy Roddy Piper, the Kilted Avenger fame. This is
I really like that,
Hodson.
Eric.
All right. Going down the line, we have Manny from Good Dog Press. Manny from Good Dog Press.
Aloha.
All right. James, we've seen a lot of your mug tonight. Can you tilt your drawing towards us, or do you need the time remaining? We'll come back to you.
Yeah, I need the time.
All right. And featuring now, we have John Malin. John Malin.
There it is, guys.
Man.
Wow.
18, trust me.
18 and life, you got it.
Yeah, not too bad.
we're looking at Chung Lee. Chung Lee.
John, I like how you draw eyes. I like the heavy, like it's like lots of black, kind of. I like it a lot.
Chung, can you get that closer to the camera? It's a little bit out of focus, so I want to make sure that you don't get penalized by a potato cam. Okay, no, on the YouTube, that's coming in very nice.
Classic.
I hate you don't get penalized by a potato cam. Okay, no, on the YouTube, that's coming in very nice.
Who just came in?
I hate Keon so much.
All right, we're looking at Narwhal. We're looking at Narwhal. All right, very good.
You stole my pellet.
Her foot looks like one of your pellet or flamingos, Narwhal.
All right, and last but not least,
yeah.
wow, pretty extensive background on this one.
Hey.
This is Ryan the Cardinal.
Looking good, Ryan.
Well, thanks, man.
Wow.
All right, and Ryan also has an upcoming project. His project is called Caius, Blood and Stone. All right.
Chester, are you getting the poll ready, my friend?
And gentlemen, we have 30 seconds remaining. 30 seconds remaining. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gentlemen, pins down. Pins down.
Oh man, that chat is just rifling through.
All right. And so now we're going to do one more tour through. Chester, do you have... Okay, Chester says the poll is ready. Chester, let me give one more tour through our artist, and then we will post the poll. Again, I'm going to start with our host.
The host with the most, baby.
This is Mike Miller.
That's awesome.
There she is.
Very nice.
That's awesome.
Oh, your camera's so clear tonight, Mike. On YouTube, we can see the melanoma coming in on your arm. Maybe you should get that look.
I have had a look at it. It's nothing.
All right. All right. Our next contestant is Dreaded AK, aka Eric Hudson.
How's it going, guys? Please vote.
All right. This is Eric Hudson. All right. Our next contestant is Manny from Good Dog Press. Manny from Good Dog Press.
Already got a gatekeeper out there that's double crossing me.
Fantastic.
Cross Comics is over there telling to vote for somebody else. Nice going, Cross.
Well done, Cross. On Drawn and Quartered, we encourage backstabbing, so I appreciate the sentiment. All right, moving right down the line, we have James Dean. James Dean from Conflict. Claws out.
I took a Disney princess and I combined her with a fun Disney princess.
Ooh, she's hot.
Damn right.
Nice.
All right. That is James Dean from Conflict. Claws out. All right. Our next contestant is John. She's 18 now, or at least she said she was. Officer Malin.
Yep.
That's
And I'll get rid of that text before I put it online, colored in full and remastered, and then we'll watch to see how many people flail.
All right. So Mr. Malin gave you the doublement presentation. All right. Moving down the line, we have Kyung Lee.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Looks like we have Kyung Lee and we have Bruce Lee. You got the double Lee package here.
Kyung's always got a good visuals on his drawing board in the real
Yeah,
life.
he's always staging. We're on to your tricks, Kyung. Is that your girl, Saya, or whatever?
He's got tricks.
Is that in the right side of his screen? Is that the reference material? Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Add that to a perk for about.
Yeah, he's got Kyung Lee, Bruce Lee, and definitely right there. That is awesome. She is gorgeous. Do you always have that up by your drawing board?
Yeah, I got a whole stack.
For inspiration. I need some of that.
The one girl, that's your muse.
Oh yeah, this is Saya. Yeah.
Dude, she's crushing.
He keeps those on him all day long. Grocery store, bank.
He carries a separate wallet just for those.
Yeah, never knows when he might need one.
Never has to tip at a restaurant if he has a male waiter. Check it out.
He gives one to a cop if he gets pulled over.
Now we're looking at Narwhal. We're looking at Narwhal from Earthbound fame.
That's great.
This is Narwhal.
Very nice.
Well, that's good, Narwhal.
Thanks, guys.
All right, this is Narwhal. All right, and our final competitor for the evening, the Ryan Cardinal.
Mm-hmm. Really like the reflected light on the shadows down below.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, yeah.
I like that you took the time at the very top. I mean, you're looking at the come hither stare and everything, but look above her head to center around her. That is really great centering, just having a little drop details. Well done.
Yeah, 20 years of tattooing came in handy.
Good foreshortening on the pose, too.
Ryan the Cardinal. All right, Chester, if you would, Chester Busby, please go ahead and post the poll in the chat. And I'm gonna set the cameras to free rotate. So as you talk and as you converse, your drawings will be shown.
Also, did you say Chester Busby has spent $1,500 on Comicsgate?
Yes, he has.
Okay, so I'm going to lose anyway because I just got whipped tonight. However, Chester, this one's for you. I'm going to send this to you. Thanks so much, guys, for having me on.
Oh, thank you very much.
Like that, man.
I'm sorry?
Said you can't buy votes like that.
Oh, that's one vote. It's one vote. Everybody else was like, dang. But I think it's fair to say that at $1,500, he deserves a picture or two.
Yeah, actually, you can buy votes like that, and that is strongly encouraged. Anything that is not criminal is permitted on Drawn and Quartered. The dirtier, the better.
I'll send the high res of this to anybody that inboxes me as long as I don't come in last.
Boy, this is, I would not have guessed that the Disney Princess one would be one of the hardest choices yet.
Hates horses, Miller, really.
They misspelled 8.
8 horses. I don't hate horses. They're delicious.
They're delicious. All right, I am going to, let's see, and the voting is going pretty quickly. And everyone in the audience, please click on the straw poll that Chester Busby is posting, and let's get as many votes as possible. And just if anyone was curious, I'm looking at the Kick Nasir poll, and the final results for the Kick Nasir poll is there were 70 votes to Kick Nasir and only 17 not to Kick Nasir. So as always, kicking Nasir is the popular choice.
Take a good long look at mine, guys. My face is on model.
Oh, right now this is shaping up to be one of our highest voter turnouts yet. Wow.
Nice.
Nice.
What's the voter count?
Right now I'm showing 192 votes.
Nice.
All of them are for Ryan, by the way.
He is kind of running away with it.
Oh wow.
All right, I'm gonna put a couple of minutes on the timer, and then we'll give it maybe about 3 more minutes. So get your votes in, please. Yeah, who would have guessed that that Disney Princesses would have been one of the strongest shows ever? It's amazing. This is one of the Drawn and Quartered is one of the best things in Comicsgate. So please tell your friends about this.
Well, it's so much fun to be on this. But thank you guys for having me on here. Also, thank you for the fan edition for putting that on, because without them, I wouldn't have been able to come on here.
Yeah, I like the way it's working out.
Let's
So,
We have a super chat, $5 super chat from Ray Thulu. He says, y'all keep making it harder and harder to pick a winner each week. Good job bringing your A games.
So, Edwin, I'm looking at the almost final file because I realized that I wrote the wrong name in one spot that needs to be fixed for the entire issue. Nope, that page, that he has to replace the art on this one page. So 2 little corrections that I see. I'm going to send this out to you. You know the list I sent out today?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to send this PDF out to you guys too. So
cool.
You guys can all read Lone Star and tear it apart on your
All right, get your votes in. We've got 1 more minute to get your vote in.
So, Mike Miller, this is going to it's going to sound off topic, but it's going to go back to the original thing. 2 things. 1, everybody actually hit like on this video because there were like 350 people or something and only about 150 likes. Also, 2, we were talking about apple cider vinegar.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out when you have a mole on your arm or something, they were giving you hell about it. I had an ex where she had very fair skin and she had a couple of black moles that she was worried about, and she used apple cider vinegar for 2 weeks on them and they went away.
Go to the doctors, everybody. Don't get medical advice from a bunch of hippies.
Hey man, they went away. That's all I know. I mean, it was pretty stunning to me. It took 2 weeks and a rag full of apple cider vinegar to just daub on it for a couple of weeks. And I was just like, first they went from black to kind of like pink to just went away. I'm like, dude, that is creepy. That stuff is amazing.
So what I'm hearing is, if you bathe in apple cider vinegar for 2 weeks, you'll become immortal.
Pretty much.
It could be.
I am immortal.
I'm gonna test it. I'll get back to you guys.
All right, I am stopping the time. I'm stopping
That's
the
all that's in
time.
the pit is the apple cider vinegar.
And first things first, just a reminder, please, if you look at a link that Chester Busby is posting in the chat, that is for the fan edition of Drawn and Quartered, and that will take place tomorrow. I believe that's at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Chester Busby is posting a link to that. And don't let the fan edition fool you. That is often a very high quality program, and sometimes some amazing talent is discovered on the fan edition. All right, so let me hit refresh. All right, and let us see. All right, I am going to work from the bottom to the top. We've got 235 votes were cast, which I think this is our all-time high.
Nice.
All right, starting from the bottom. With 6 votes, you're actually tied. We actually have a tie here. And the tie is between James Dean, better late than Nasir Anderson, with 6 votes, is tied with Narwhal Legs for 6 votes. So well done, gentlemen.
Last week I got 16 votes, so I just want to say there's 10 people out there in the chat somewhere that betrayed me.
Yeah, fantastic. If some feelings don't get hurt, it's not a good episode of Drawn and Quartered. All right. Next, with 10 votes, we have Eric Hot Rod Hudson.
Not last, yes. You have no idea how much that's been bugging me. I'm so happy. Thank you all. If you want to give me an inbox on Twitter, I'll send you the high-res file of this beauty since I didn't come in last.
All right. In 5th place, a fellow member of the Aloha State, we have Manny Gangland Korea with 15 votes.
Gangland, huh? All right.
Bug life.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, in 4th place, we have Chung Waifu for Life Lee with 27 votes. With the thick Princess Jasmine. All right.
Hi.
Now in the medal positions, with the bronze medal, we have John Because I'm Fat Malin with 31 votes.
Chester gives me the worst middle name. And 31 of you are perverts. Thank you for voting.
All right, the Malin Militia carrying him to another medal finish. All right, with this week's silver medal, we have Mike Hates Horses Miller with 41 votes.
Thank you, everyone. As long as I beat John Malin, I'm a happy man.
All right, and in his first appearance, with an overwhelming victory of 100 votes, we have Ryan Fanchap Cardinal. Well done, Ryan.
Way to go, Ryan.
Thank you very much.
Congrats.
Boom.
We ended the voting only as a mercy. Ridiculous.
Let me lock it on his screen just here for a minute or two. Now, Ryan, we have a tradition here where usually what Mr. Miller will do is he will ask if anyone is interested in receiving a print of the winning drawing. Is this something you can participate in? Can you produce a print of this to send to a lucky fan?
Yeah, I'll actually one-up that a little bit more. I do these transfer wood images, so that's what I'm going to do with this.
Hey now.
Bribing the voters for next time.
You're going to say someone you're what? Okay.
You fan edition guys disgust me with your...
We do what we can.
Yeah.
All right. So fans, audience, if you want to receive a copy of this, I need you to type Ryan in the chat, and Mr. Miller is going to select a winner at random. If you want to receive a copy of this, type Ryan, R-Y-A-N, into the chat. We'll give it a second or two to catch up here.
Yeah, 30 seconds.
And here we go. Here come the Ryans.
Good for them, by the way. That is actually a really cool piece.
Ryan.
Chester Busby, thanks so much. If you're still listening, man, thanks for the help, but also thanks for supporting Comics Gate. Because, man, guys like us, we're super big fans of anybody that's gonna be good to indies. You know,
Someone posted Roundhead. Does that count?
I'll take it.
All right, so about 15 more seconds. Again, if you're lagging behind here, if you want to win a copy of this from the artist, type Ryan into the chat. All right, Mr. Miller, could you select a winner, please?
I'm scrolling, rolling, and stop. Nick D. I feel like he's won before.
And you just won again.
All right. Well, Nick D. Contact Ryan. I need to leave it up to you too, Ryan. Make sure you write down that it's Nick D and not somebody else.
Nick D. All right.
Nick D.
I'm just gonna write that down right now. And yeah, you can just message me on Twitter, and my handle there is the Ryan Cardinal. So just TheRyanCardinal.
There it is. Congratulations, D, and congratulations, Ryan.
Hey, thank you. Thank you guys so much for having this. This was a ton of fun.
It's what we do.
Yeah, man, going up against you guys is a little nerve-wracking, but lots of fun.
Malin, it might be that you have to host again next week, if that's okay with you.
Yeah. What's going on? You heading out of town? What's the haps?
There's an event that we've been invited to, my wife and I, so she wants me to go, and he's
gonna dance.
There may be dancing involved, but that's none of your business.
Ew.
I'm a private dancer.
Yeah, I don't see why I can't. So just give me a heads up.
All right, cool. And if you guys in the chat want to throw out some ideas for next week's, Drawn and Quartered, then please, you can do that here. You can do that in the comments. You could hashtag it on Twitter, and we'll come up with something cool, man.
I think there needs to be a werewolf Drawn and Quartered.
Whoa!
We were thinking about doing a horror one at some point again.
You know, since Marvel is talking about ruining the Fantastic Four, I think the Fantastic Four would be a pretty awesome topic.
Love to do that one.
That'd be hard to do in an hour or 2 hours.
I feel like you're scared.
You're thinking of the Thing. It might not be the Thing.
Well, I can do it. I'm just worried about this other guy.
Well,
I've been done with the figure on this Jasmine forever. I've just been noodling with detailing a rug.
If I end up posting next week, I may end up throwing down the Iron Fist, guys. So practice your werewolves.
Woo! Oh, nice.
We have a $5 super chat from Installation 7. He says, Mike, are there any plans on doing a final live stream with the Meg with Ethan? I love it when books do their final rounds on Ethan's all-night streams.
I haven't talked to him about it.
And he's probably, I know Ethan is got his kind of nose to the grindstone, yeah?
Yeah, he's barely even live streaming anymore.
We have a $2 super chat from Ray Thulu. He says, John, lure Art, meaning Art T-Bear, back to Drawn and Quartered with Kiss. And so I don't know if you need to put on like Star Child makeup and sing Beth to him, but
yeah, I wouldn't be against that, but I would have to have a complete guarantee that Art is going to show up if I was going to put the whole thing around him. I got dreams too.
You know, I gotta say, Malin, like I'm drawing a lot of werewolves. Malin would be pretty tough to beat on a werewolf challenge.
Oh yeah, Wolf campaign is going to be there in full effect, guys. Hey.
All right, someone threw out a great idea I like too. Rip T. Mangleshank says, how about a Frazetta tribute? Can't go wrong with a Frank Frazetta tribute.
This would be the time when I wouldn't want to go up against the guy that was a 20-year tattoo artist.
Yeah, I've done a couple of Frazetta pieces in my day.
Yeah. Oh, that would be crazy.
Now Mike wants to host next week.
Oh, is there going to be a Christmas themed episode of Drawn and Quartered?
Ooh.
Are we going to have time between now and then?
If not, Merry Christmas, guys, because this has been a lot of fun, and you guys have actually given me a chance to do something that's been a dream for me to do for a long time. Beat John Malin at Drawn and Quartered last week.
Oh, Malin would have to do it, because if you're not going to be here next Wednesday is the last Wednesday before Christmas.
Right. Well, then I'll leave it to John, because I'm pretty sure.
I might do that. Yeah.
If it's Christmas theme, it could be elves.
Suggestion. So if anybody in the chat or whatever, just like Mike said, you guys go ahead. You can at Mike and myself, and if Mike is here, then clearly he'll host it. But if not, then yeah, I'll take anything under consideration. But yeah, Christmas does sound like a good idea if we're not going to be able to make another one before then. So
werewolves,
Christmas werewolves.
Santa Claus werewolf.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike Miller.
Yo.
Just like strictly because obviously this is your channel, this gives you an opportunity to show your thing. But since that's a pretty big amount of artwork that you have for that, what of those books did you draw? Did you draw any? You drew the Meg, right?
Yeah.
That you've got
I drew the Meg. I wrote Deal with the Devil, and I co-wrote Six Gun Samurai.
I may have to pick up some stuff tonight. Who else wants me to buy some stuff tonight? What do you guys got worth buying? I was already going to be checking out some stuff from Narwhal.
Paula, yeah.
There's an Indiegogo out called Dominus. If anyone's interested, it's Comicsgay. I did a video with the creator earlier this week. But
Dominus?
If anyone's interested, yeah, go ahead and check it out.
Very cool.
Get them all from Mike Miller right now. At Indiegogo, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. 26 hours left to go, I think.
Who else is ending like pretty quick? Oh yeah, Conflict is ending next week. So Conflict, go back Conflict.
Guardians of Erloth has 18 days left, and he is he's only 14% to his goal. So I think we could probably send him some love.
Do some stuff there, Guardians of Erloth.
He's got a nice looking book too.
Wait, yeah. Guardians of Erloth, is that the one where the guy? Hey, can you show that real quick?
That's up
Dude, that thing looks amazing.
I know, right?
How was he not funded? That's crazy. Okay, guys. Yeah, that one looks really good to me. So, yeah. That's pretty cool. Oh, by the way, since I hit the $5,000 goal, I guess Kane White has, or not Kane White, I apologize. Who said they would do it on a live stream with Professor Geek? I think it was
Ben Jones.
Ben Jones. Yeah, Ben. Hardly ever hear from him right now because he's so busy. He's trying to. He sent out a message saying he's really just trying to keep up with work and with the comic, and he's just nose to the grindstone. But he's getting close on his book being done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but he said he would do a cover for me.
He works at NASA, so he has legit
excuses.
So yeah,
let's see.
He's got NASA excuses.
Mm-hmm.
Uncanny Kodiak says, Edwin, how bad is it to handle taxes on a campaign? Well, you're probably going to have to complete a Schedule C. You're gonna have to fill that out. So you're probably going to, depending on your particular bracket, you know, your income from wages and so forth, you may have to pay anywhere between 15 to 30% of your take on taxes. After your expenses. And if you're going to have, if your campaign generates more than about $10,000 or $15,000, it will probably be worth it to hire an accountant, right? To help prepare your tax return for your campaign so that you do not get into trouble. Mike, do you want to do an extended Aloha Hour tomorrow evening to go over the Meg and everything?
Yeah. We need to come down to the wire on that. So I'll probably be live streaming, hopefully, for most of the day. I can't believe I took a 5-hour nap today.
I don't think you can call it a nap after about an hour.
I know. I only slept for like 4 hours last night, and then I got up and I like crashed at like 1:30, and then I didn't get up till half an hour before this was supposed to start, and I'm like, what the heck's going on?
Well, I just recommend everybody get yourself some of that good old wolf milk.
Yeah.
Man.
All right, guys, I'm going to split. So thank you all for having me. Thanks, Mike, and thanks to all the guests and everybody out there. If I am hosting next week, guys, you can follow me on YouTube. Just look up John Malin and go ahead and subscribe to that. And yeah, so it was a pleasure, guys. Thank you all, everyone for voting. For me specifically, and everyone did great work. Appreciate it. So I will catch you all later.
Thanks, John. See you.
John.
Yep. Flat Earth is real. Bye, guys.
Bye, John.
It's a good exit.
All right. Well, I should probably wrap this up, but I don't want to just convert this into a Meg stream, but I am going to do an Aloha hour because I'll just sleep for 5 hours. So if you, Edwin, are you up for it, or you got something to do?
I need to eat dinner and then get ready for bed, man.
You got it.
Early again. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll be back in a bit. Everybody, has everyone already given their particular contact info, or do you want to go through that one more time? Let's do that one more time.
I'll start since mine was the worst tonight. Hey guys, thanks again for having me. I'm James Dean. I have a campaign called Conflict Clause Out on Indiegogo. You can see me on Twitter at JamesDeanAnder1, JamesDeanAnder1. And this one tonight is going to Chester for being awesome because, dude, that's a lot of money to put into Comicsgate, but also because this was a lot of fun. Thanks guys for having me.
All right. Who is next? Dreaded. All it says is dreaded.
That's Eric.
It's me.
Eric, go.
All right, guys. Thanks very much for having me. It's a pleasure being here. And unfortunately, my campaign is over. But if you still want to learn about it, you can go to kiltedavenger.com. Please follow me on Twitter at Dreaded Dinosaur. And anybody in the chat who wants a higher res of this, drop me a line on Twitter. I'll gladly send it to you.
Good dog.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Edwin, for having me on such short notice. I'm Manny from Good Dog Press, and you guys can find me at Good Dog Press on my YouTube channel. And I'll be starting up a show in about 10 minutes, going up against Mike and being crushed by Mike. Thank you so much for having me on. Thank you.
You got it, man.
Thank you, man.
Hey guys, my name is Kyung Lee. Battlemate and Knuckle Bomb is in demand on Indiegogo. And yeah, you can find it at kyunglee.com.
Yeah, it's not showing. Narwhal?
Hey, I'm Narwhal. I got Earthbound in demand. Earthbound week is January 2nd to the 9th. Some reveals and stuff. And my channel's Narwhal Books. I got 2 shows, The Kids Table and The Writer's Room on Sundays.
All right. Ryan?
Hey, everybody. Thank you for having me here. And big thanks to the Fan Edition for allowing me to have this opportunity to come meet you guys. You can follow me on all my social media at DRyanCardinal. And my comic book coming out next year is Kayas, A Story of Blood and Stone. So if you can pop over and give me a couple subs over on YouTube, I'm almost at 100. So yeah, just trying to pop over that.
Right on. And I am Mike S. Miller. Well, no, let's do Edwin.
I'm Edwin Nguyen. You can find me on Twitter, on YouTube, and I am frequently here with my good friend, Mr. Mike Miller.
Hey. And I am Mike Miller. You are on my channel, Blacklist Universe, also the name of my company, where I will create heroes you can believe in. This has been Drawn and Quartered, Round 12, Disney Princesses. Thank you for being here. I have 2 campaigns. One is ending tomorrow, themegcomic.com. It's got 3 full-size graphic novels, over 400 pages of comic book entertainment by yours truly for one low price. And then LoneStarComic.com is still up until I take it down. So I just got the letters in. I'm gonna go through them one more time, and then send them out for people to review, and then we're good to go. So, everyone, thanks for being here. It's good to be back. I'm a little bummed that I'm probably not going to be here next week, but happy wife, happy life.
Amen to that, brother.
All right, good night, everybody. Aloha. We'll see you later.
Thanks, Mike. Good night, guys.
Good night.
Aloha.
Hello.